Lost and Talks podcast.
Welcome to the Lost and Talks podcast, episode 108. We are back in the basement with the boys. We got Ian, me, Kevin here as well.
OG pod.
OG.
Does Zach count as an OG? Remember
OG,
he said-
he's like OG,
Technically,
OG.
Yeah,
OG.
he's technically an OG. Shit, I just had a brain fart, but welcome back to Lost and Talks podcast. Hope you guys are doing good out there. As you can see, the content has been coming out a bit. Soon we're going to be having the clips out as well, just giving you quick pod updates. So we're going to have the clips coming up, popping up all over the place, the reels and whatnot.
Should we make a second channel for that, or should
Yes.
we keep it on the main channel?
No, we're gonna do a second channel.
We'll do a
for
second
that.
channel, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna just do a whole clips channel just of all of our
It's a
content.
good idea.
Whether that even be just reactions and shit like that too. Just all
Right,
of
right,
it.
right. And you put it like in short format.
Yeah.
Like, in shorts
Yeah.
format,
Yeah,
and then like YouTube format.
Yeah.
I'm most likely gonna be calling it Lost in Clips.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure that's gonna be available. So
That's 100% going to be the name.
yeah,
It better be available.
yeah, it should be available. It should be fine. So yeah, Lost in Clips. Make sure you guys check out that YouTube channel. I'll probably make that this week. And podcast content is coming out a little bit smoother. It's gonna be a lot smoother and actually on schedule within the next couple weeks as well. So appreciate you guys for being patient. And appreciate all the love and support. I was telling Kevin, the downloads and stuff have been slowly, and plays have been slowly going back up,
Yeah.
which is nice to see.
Yeah, no. I see it.
So we do appreciate all the love. Even the views on YouTube are slowly going back up as well for the podcast. We're getting a few views over there as well. So shouts out to you guys once again. Appreciate you. Just make sure you guys are checking out all the socials, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. We'll throw them up on the screen, and they're also at the end of this video as well, and in the description box down below. Anyways, we have a couple of topics. It wasn't a dead week, but it was like nothing crazy was going on. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
There were a couple of things, but nothing too wild. We're gonna hop into sports quick. We'll run through sports kind of quick. So we'll start off with the NBA. Lakers. Lakers did their
Shout
thing.
out Lakers. Yeah. Shout out the Nuggets. Shout out the
Celtics.
Celtics, and shout out the Heat.
Yep. Everybody kind of handled their business. I'm happy. I predicted that Golden State would possibly win the chip again this year. But I haven't, honestly, me making that prediction, I hadn't watched too much of the season. And when I did watch Golden State games, I did forget that, they haven't been looking too good as of recent.
Yeah.
So the Lakers win was not a surprise, but it was very much. I prefer the Lakers. I just thought, Golden State might take it just because of LeBron's kind of past.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm happy Lakers came out on top of that, and it's honestly, it's looking interesting.
Yeah.
They were saying this is basically the bubble.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is basically the bubble that we're getting a rerun of, and people are saying, "Oh, now is that bubble chip valid?"
Yeah.
Was the bubble games tournament or whatever you want to call it, was that valid? So yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy everybody's kind of doing their thing. Joel Embiid.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that, Kim?
I don't like him as a person. I think he's one of the most dominant players, in the league right now. And he did what you don't want to do in an MVP year. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
now it's tainted. This guy was crying and celebrating, begging all year to vote for him for the MVP, and then you get it, and then it's even worse when you don't live up to the expectations. I feel like it was them, and like Denver are the two teams, I think, because they have the two MVP candidates.
Yeah.
Where it's like this year, the pressure was on them to make the finals. Of course, the Bucks were the best team in the East, but it's like, Giannis did it, and they were looking shit. People knew that they weren't like dominant, So Denver, because they had the first place, record, and Philly because look at their team, look who they have. And you have the MVP, you have a former MVP, you have Maxey and Harris, you have good depth. More arguably more experienced than Boston in terms of like just the players, all the players that they have, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, Boston, the team that they have is a more experienced playoff team because they've been together longer. And they're not. Nobody was counting Boston out. Like they have the highest odds
not
to
at
win
all,
the championship right now.
Yeah.
And I don't think if Philly moved on, they would have the same odds.
Yeah, not at
but
all.
it's a big disappointment. The stat that's crazy for me is he had the biggest. He was averaging 31 on the season, and then he was averaging 23 in the playoffs. That's the biggest difference in points for an MVP season. Like to dip that much between the regular season and the playoffs, and it just goes to show too, like this whole bullshit about like what does the MVP mean?
Yeah, at this point, yeah.
What do those regular season awards mean if these guys aren't even going to show up in the playoffs and nobody's going to remember what happened in the regular season? They're just going to be like, oh yeah, he won that year. Oh yeah, the stats were nice. But then they're going to be like, oh wait, wasn't he like a huge disappointment? So.
Do you feel like they should scrap that and just count the playoffs as well?
Yeah, but I don't think they are. But
Yeah, I doubt it. Yeah.
I think they should though. Yeah.
Because I just feel like, we've gotten to a point with the MVP talks where it's like the last few MVPs haven't even made it
Yeah.
anywhere close to a finals, and it's pretty disappointing.
Yeah.
It
wasn't a thing back in the day that you wouldn't play 20, more than 20 games, like it wasn't a thing that, like the pressure would be on those guys so much that they would be that bad in the playoffs, know, and because they're going to change the rules next year where whatever the 65 game minimum will, if you play less than 65 games, you won't be able to get the awards or the all NBAs and stuff, which is cool, but those guys don't care. They're still making their bag, and it's like
exactly.
It just sucks. All this stuff, it just sucks for the fans because the people who they saved up all their money, or they got that one Christmas gift to go see Steph Curry, and then they get to see him.
Right.
See him get slapped. Did you see Joel's comments?
Yeah, he was like half. I didn't watch it, but I heard that he was like half. He quoted Giannis, and he was like being kind of jokey about it, and it's not a good look all in general,
Yeah, and I feel like he kind of put the blame on his teammates.
Yeah, that part was crazy too. I heard people, it was taken out of context, but it's also like that's what he said though. He said that it wasn't on him and Harden, and then you look at the box score and
it was on him and Harden.
Both of them had the worst game ever. Like
And when I was even thinking of going back to like Golden State, the whole starting lineup, their plus minus was ass.
Yeah.
It was all in the negatives.
Yeah.
While their bench was actually in the plus.
Yeah.
And they had nothing to say because they put that all on themselves. You know?
Exactly.
You could tell Steph, well, not Draymond, but you could tell Steph and Clay and everybody else in the starting lineup was kind of just down.
Right.
And it's just a good example of how you should feel after big losses like that. You know, you shouldn't. It's no need to put blame on anybody other than yourselves. At the end of the day, you're supposed to deliver, right? One last thing for Philly: is Doc Rivers getting fired, dude?
Yo, as soon as the game, or before the game was done, I texted my boy like, "Yo, if he doesn't get retired after all of the men who have been fired, like all of these, I think it was like 3 or 4 of the last 5 coach of the years have been fired this season. Like Nurse, Monty, Milwaukee, Budenholzer, and I think there might be one more, but like those are like guys who had proven track records. This is a guy who has the most Game 7 losses, the most playoff losses in history.
Yeah.
Like all the L records in the history books is Doc Rivers.
Is Doc.
He owns all of them. Like I don't know how he has a job, bro. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do with him.
And I know this game wasn't all on him.
Not at all.
But
there were some times even I was watching the game. I'm like, why didn't you call it a timeout?
Yeah.
Man didn't call a timeout for I feel like forever. It just felt like I don't know. Things were just going downhill. I don't know.
It felt like everybody kind of gave up on that team.
That whole energy. Even again, going back to that Lakers game, it felt weird. Just the blowouts. That were kind of happening. Because you expect these games to be a bit more intense, especially when the teams are leading by. When both of those teams were down 3-1, weren't they?
Yeah,
right? So.
Yeah. I don't know if it was 3-2 for...
It might have been
3-2 for Philly, but
it might have been
either way,
but either way.
That game, when they tied it up to go to Game 7, the same thing, where it's like the end of the game, Harden and Embiid were just like... it didn't look like it was a fucking playoff game. You know, it didn't look not even a playoff game, like a closeout. Like you could fucking move on after this game. You know,
exactly.
And these guys are playing like it's an exhibition game or something. You know, like.
So does KD stay?
Yeah, I don't know. Phoenix is looking. They're they're gonna try to get rid of Chris Paul.
Yeah, I think it's time.
I heard Harden is interested in them. He's
I
interested
just saw
in
that.
Houston as well. So they might get another man. Apparently, I don't know. They said KD and Devin are locked into like long-term contracts. So like maybe
Facts.
maybe that's something that they want to build off of. Like I don't know. Like who are you gonna get to go in there and they need depth. I don't know.
They don't have any bench players.
Yeah, and I don't know who's gonna take Chris Paul. And the coach is going to be important too to like kind of reel those personalities in. You know, I think with Monty, like, yeah, he didn't know KD, but like that core of that team has been with them for so long. You know, so that's going to be interesting. But everybody's shaking up this year, and like coaching wise at least. So
yeah, I still think that Raptors win really fucked up. I don't say fucked up, but it really shook up the NBA
for sure. Yeah,
because nothing's been the same since.
Because if you look at even this playoffs, like you could see it being Golden State versus Phoenix right now.
Yeah.
And you could easily see Philly versus New York too. Like,
yeah.
And even further than that, you could see the Cavs beating New York. Cavs should have beat New York.
Yeah, they should have.
That was disappointing for them. That's one of the bigger disappointments. And then Milwaukee could have been in there right now. You know, Memphis, fucking. Like any of the teams that were in the playoff, the Raptors. If you think about it, if they beat Chicago, they could have. They wouldn't have. They could have beat Miami. Could have beat Cavs. They could be here where Miami is right now.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Anybody, it's a good thing, but it's also like sometimes it's nice to have the guarantees. You know, sometimes it's nice to look. We kind of took it for granted when we used to be able to look at the playoffs and be like, okay, yeah, Golden State, Cleveland, or
exactly.
Golden State,
we took
Miami
it for granted because
it
was a time where we're like, yo, we're sick of this. And then the Raptors won, and we're like, oh, okay. And then Lakers won, you're like, oh, all right. And then Milwaukee won, you're like.
So it's anybody's game
shit.
now,
yeah.
It's been pretty interesting just to see where basketball's been going. I think more teams they're doing this whole super team thing, and even the players are just getting better. Generally, overall.
Everybody has just based on the way the game is. Yeah, everybody has like the top two at least. You know, like,
exactly.
Where it's like you can put that top two against any other team's top two.
Yeah, they've kind of figured it out, so it's kind of evened out the playing field.
Yeah.
And a lot of the star players are getting a little washed.
Yeah. The older generation is getting older now, and the young,
and we got the
young
new guys
they're not there yet. You know?
It's just this transition period right now.
And because there's there's the KD, LeBron, Chris Paul, whatever that generation, and then this current generation would be like Booker, Embiid, Giannis, like the 28, 30-year-olds.
Yeah.
And they're all kind of like disappointing, you know, in terms of when the moments comes, right? They always kind of let us down. So then there's the younger guys like Luka and whatever, Ja and Trey, who are also like they're flashy, but they're not getting it done as well.
I'd even throw in a Maxi, but he might just need some more time.
Yeah, but he got better for sure, even just in the play.
I could definitely see
Zion.
some promise in him.
Zion is like
I was gonna say, isn't he in that
He's
list
a weirdo,
of
bro.
new guys you just
the
talked
thing
about?
that's the thing that's coming out. So the 2019 draft, I think it was Zion, Ja, Garland, and RJ Barrett. So RJ Barrett is the guy who's been everybody's been shitting on him for
right.
But he probably had the best playoff performance of all of those guys this year at least.
Yeah.
Right.
And Garland, I mean, he's probably the best player regular season just because of his consistency. But the thing with Zion and Ja are like off court stuff with them, right? Zion just can't stay healthy, and Ja just can't.
Well, that's
we'll get into that. Ja can't seem to keep a gun off of Instagram Live.
I don't understand what this guy is doing.
Yeah, I don't know what's going
this guy's
on there,
a
man.
multi-millionaire, and what is he doing?
Yeah, you have 200 mil on the line.
This guy went to
like a hood man.
This guy went to rehab
wrong
in
with him?
Florida, and
Is he on drugs? Bro, no, there's no way they test.
I mean,
these guys.
They're on drugs, but they're not on drugs.
Yeah.
Like, they smoke a little.
He
weed.
smoke a little thing, and then he drinks. He probably turns up.
Debate on
every
whether
day.
that's even a drug.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Weed?
Yeah.
Come on.
I think it's legalized actually in the NBA, or they allow it now.
Yeah,
Really?
They're a bit cooler with it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay,
Yeah.
Nice.
But
Which is also like another topic too, where it's like all the. I mean, that's just the
They're so
the
lit,
criminalization of weed, like in general, like all this, like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
the backtracking on it, where it's
It's
like,
ridiculous.
so are you gonna take all these guys
Come
out
on,
of jail?
America.
Or are you gonna
Get your shit together.
yeah, man.
How is that not legal statewide, like all states?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
federally or whatever it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy to me that people still get arrested for that shit
Yeah.
in due time. And there's a lot of people in jail that aren't out.
Yeah.
Come on.
But back to Ja, man. I don't know why. I just don't know.
Yeah. yeah.
I don't know.
I thought it was a joke when I saw the video again.
Yeah.
with
Yeah,
the
no,
gun
yeah.
out. I'm
I was like, oh,
didn't this
come
guy
on,
go
guys.
through how
Yeah.
much shit with the last video?
Yeah.
And there's another video. I'm like, what the fuck happened?
Let's make it clear.
This is crazy.
Let's make it clear, though.
Yeah.
It's not a problem that he has guns.
No.
Especially in America, especially in Memphis.
No, he's
Yeah.
just showing them online.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. It's just
Flashing
the way the
A
representation.
lot of
Yeah.
celebrities got guns.
Exactly.
And
You more than you think
and
would.
it's 100%.
More than you
There's
think
race.
would.
It's race. You know, there's a
It's a
huge
race thing.
racist
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
on-
Yeah,
'cause,
there's that too,
the one
yes.
thing I've seen on Twitter is like,
100%,
there's like this congressman picture resurfacing, a Christmas card. Have you seen that?
yeah, it's
with
the guy
the-
from Memphis, right?
Kentucky.
Kentucky,
Yeah,
okay,
which where Ja is from.
Oh, okay,
And
okay.
then there was also a shooting, mass shooting, just whatever
Mm-hmm.
last week. So I think that's why it resurfaced. He had a Christmas card where him and his whole fam, they're just posted
Strapped up.
with AK, like assault rifles.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looked crazy.
Like,
Jeez.
It looked fucking
Sorry,
crazy.
and he's a what? A
congressman.
congressman.
yeah.
Yeah.
His
So
family's
they're
strapped.
and people were trying to compare it and say
Well,
like,
they're like NRA guys, right?
yeah,
Oh, I've seen this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's when you
look
when you
how
think
they're all
about that, because
smiling.
that made me like take a step
psychopaths.
back too at first, because I was like judging Ja. I'm like, well, why are you doing this? Why
Yeah.
are you making yourself look so bad? But then you see this, and you're like, no,
Yeah.
this is America. Like this,
Because-
everybody's doing.
Just because
it.
that
It's just-
photo is a nice, polished
Yeah,
photo
exactly,
of a
yeah.
happy white family, but they're all holding M16s.
yeah.
Versus, a black guy in
And
a
it's
car
also
and he's
like-
listening to rap music
He's
and
just-
he's got a fucking gun.
and it's not just rap music
Or
This guy's
whatever it is.
Bumping NBA YoungBoy.
And now he's getting blamed
Young
too. I mean,
boy.
and it's like, it is like
rap music,
Yeah.
but it's young boy.
Yeah, man. Who was it? Was it Kwame that called him
NBA
NBA Dumb
Dumb
Boy?
Boy.
NBA dumb boy.
It just doesn't make any sense. It's just about representation.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
about understanding that you're, unfortunately, at this young age, how old is he, 23 or some shit?
yeah, 20, yeah.
You're a role model, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, you're getting Nike endorsements, bro. Those guys, they're not going to fucking endorse you if
Exactly.
you're holding guns. Like,
I'm
it's
still
pretty
cheesed
simple.
at what they did to Kyrie.
Yeah.
Kyrie threw up a link on his gram, bro.
Yeah. He shared a link, bro.
And he lost everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
He shared a link. That's it. That's all he fucking did. He just shared a link on his gram, and they're like, Nike was like, "Yeah, we got to get out of
About
here."
the COVID shit or what was
No,
that about?
the whole anti-Semitic,
Oh,
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
especially, and it was around the Kanye
was
times.
this about
too.
the Kanye shit?
It wasn't about the Kanye
Like it was
stuff.
kind of like
it was like
piggybacking off the Kanye shit.
a little bit, but it was more of like he posted up a documentary that had to do with some things related to
hear about
Jewish
this.
people and the things that they had gone through, and they looked at it as anti-Semitic and.
I mean, you
da-da-da-da-da.
can't you can't say shit about that community.
He just
Exactly.
shared a link.
You
And
shouldn't,
it's
though.
not,
You
obviously,
shouldn't.
it's not a defense of the man, but it's like, yo, you're sharing a link, all your endorsements are gone. This guy's
Posted up with guns
twice,
flashing.
He only got 4-game suspension the first time. Now they're saying they're gonna be hard on him. It
Oh,
could be
wow.
a year suspension. He's probably gonna lose some, and he's gonna lose endorsements. Like, but
Is this, did he do it like a fuck you? Is that why he did it? Like what the fuck?
What happened?
Is he trying to push?
And now
Sort of
I've
agenda?
watched the video several times now. People were blaming his boy, which
Someone
his,
leak it?
his boy needs to get a touch of the blame,
Yeah.
not as much. After I've watched it so many times,
this is the thing that they also don't understand is like these are kids.
Yeah.
These are what kids do. They don't even realize what they're doing
Yeah.
when they pull out their
He's not
phone.
a kid though,
Yeah.
No, but like pulling out your phone is like
understand what
it's
you mean,
like
though.
yeah, he's just a young guy. He's just young and
it's
rich. man.
it's just a natural reaction to them these days where you
Yeah.
just pull out your phone, you're on live.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
And yeah, his boy pulled out the phone. They're on
He
live.
should
They
know
had
better.
been on live
Yeah.
for a while,
Given who he is.
Yeah.
Come on, dude.
and Ja just decided
You're
to
not
pull
a
out his
nobody.
gun.
You're not a
you know?
nobody.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly. And Ja decided to pull out his gun, but his boy noticed and he put the phone down.
Yeah.
immediately. It was literally Ja's gun was on the screen for I want to say a millisecond, and then his boy was like, "Oh fuck!"
Yeah,
and put
yeah,
the phone down.
yeah.
and
Right.
told him to chill.
Yeah.
but that's all you need, bro. It's the internet.
Yep.
You know,
You just need one blurry screenshot.
one blurry screenshot.
Because that's
of
why
you.
it also looked like cap. Because all I see is this fucking, and I'm like, what is that? Where I don't even see it,
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
It's like, no, it's real.
Yeah, exactly. Once again, man, it's just about just understanding who you are. And you can't do all this shit, sit down with Jalen Rose and
Yeah.
talk about how you've been to rehab
Yeah.
and you're thinking about your actions and shit like this. And then, 3 months later,
Yeah.
you're doing this shit again.
Yeah.
You know, it's just not a good look. And they want
Yeah.
to make you the villain. You know what I mean? They're not looking to do anything positive around this. You're getting bad press because they
Scales
want
Golden
you to be the bad
Casamigos
guy.
in the club,
Yeah.
and they're calling him a degenerate alcoholic.
That part I was just
you know
like,
what I
that's
mean?
fine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's fine. But right now he's a target, and he needs to understand he's a target. It feels
Yeah.
like he doesn't understand that, or he just at least doesn't care.
Or you need a team that understands that.
Yeah.
You know, like this is big money we're talking about here. Like,
big money. And it's like he doesn't understand it. He doesn't understand it yet. And his whole career, he's supposed to be. They're basically propping up to him to be the face of the NBA.
yeah,
soon,
yeah.
you know.
That's crazy.
And you can't be the face of the NBA with all of these types of
No.
issues. And that's it.
LeBron would have got cut if he did
Immediately.
this. 3 years, 2
Yeah.
years, whatever in his career. You know what I mean?
100%,
Like,
yeah.
Exactly. It just doesn't make any sense. It's just not a good look. That's
and
all it simply
you
is.
know, like this guy has a father who's like a public figure too.
And I'm trying to see, what is your dad saying?
Yeah.
Bro?
You know, like it's one thing. I mean,
Call him
you know,
out.
like a lot of these guys don't have dads to begin with, and then you have like they have dads who aren't in the media. Like this is somebody who can actually like talk
Right.
to people and make business deals. Like I don't know how close their relationship is in terms of that, but like this is somebody who can actually like
Yeah.
actually help him. Like he it's not like
Yeah.
you know, you're $100 million basketball player trying to ask your dad who's a plumber, you know, like just works a very normal job
plumber.
for some advice. Of course you can ask them
Yeah.
for advice. Of course they'll have fatherly wisdom, but it's like there's a difference when it's like, no, like this guy probably actually has, like he knows media shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly. This doesn't make no fucking sense.
Huh.
If that was my son, I'm beating your ass.
yeah.
So so he didn't grow up like
Bro, he
in the
was...
hood or anything.
No,
No,
bro.
no.
That's
He
even
was
crazy.
fine.
That's even crazier.
Yeah.
So he's trying to
Both
live a hood
parents-
life. So he didn't even have a hood life before he was a ball player.
No. The hood life he lives is through
He's
NBA
Clarence,
Youngboy.
bro. He's Clarence.
Bro, this
Yeah.
guy just became so now he's hood out of nowhere.
Yeah, because that's what happens, bro.
That makes no sense. You're like rich as fuck, but
I'm
then
telling
you
you.
become hood.
As you get older as a black guy,
That's so weird, man.
and you're listening to the music that you listen to, I was bumping Back from the Dead on the way here. You know, talking about smoking my ops on the way here.
Yeah.
But there's a time and a place, you know?
ops.
Yeah.
And it's like as you're growing up as a black dude, it's like you feel like you need to lean into that whole gangster shit a little bit. But I've learned that, no, that's just not the way, because then you just invite nonsense into your life.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just not a good look overall. And as I've gotten older, I've recognized that. And I only bump that shit around the boys,
It's just
or
funny
if I'm by
because
myself.
people who live that lifestyle, from what I understand, they're doing it because they don't have any other choice.
Yeah, they're in fucked
a-
up situations.
They're in poverty, blah blah blah. They have to do these things that make money.
Mm-hmm.
But he has all the resources to be. He is successful and has all the resources with money and family
Exactly.
that he didn't even grow up that way. But then he's like lowering himself
Exactly.
to live this lifestyle that most people in that situation are trying to get out of.
Or even try to be in. They
Yeah.
would rather be in the NBA than be on the streets.
100%.
And they would never, those same gangsters would never do that shit.
It's like the fucking opposite.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Like guys who are actually on the street trying to get out, and guys who have everything that they would ever ask for are trying to become street people.
It just doesn't
That
make
makes
any
no fucking
It
sense.
doesn't make any sense.
What?
And you know, it's one
That's-
thing if
that's
it's
even
like
what's ever happened.
you're a rapper and you think you gotta legitimize yourself,
Mm-hmm.
even
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
were, even if you weren't when you were growing up. But when you're an what NBA player needs to, you know, have that claim, you know?
No.
Yeah.
There's some real hood dudes in the NBA
Yeah,
too.
and you wouldn't even some of them you wouldn't even know because they
Yeah.
like do their best to like not show that because they know that it might hold them back or people will look at
Exactly.
them the wrong way.
Exactly.
And then there are people like I don't know, like Iverson or something, where it's like, yeah, you knew he grew up like Carmelo. There's guys, a lot of people grew up in like very bad neighborhoods, and like it was like they were getting funded by what was going on to like make it. You know, like the community wanted them to come up.
Yeah. Like, this is
exactly.
our guy.
Yeah.
This is the one guy who made it out.
It happens to they do it for like the athletes and rappers, right? Like like they
They
try
look
to get them out, right? And
Even in the hood, mans would be like, "Oh, that guy plays basketball. oh, you know what? Leave him out of this
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Those guys
You know
are
what I mean?
those guys are important because when that happens, they're inspiration to other future
Exactly.
youth
Exactly. Because
to,
even
to make that happen.
because even
Get
the
out of there,
hood
you know what
mans
I mean?
could recognize, nah, that kid's better than us. You know what I mean? That kid is actually gonna have a better future.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
let's make sure that he's protected and safe.
Yeah.
You know, to a certain degree, as much as we can.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, man. I just wouldn't personally, and I'm not in his situation, but personally, I just don't
know.
see the point.
Maybe
Yeah.
he's going through weird shit. I don't know, bro.
Yeah, he's just growing up. He's a young rich man.
Yeah.
You know, I get it. He's just having fun.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, he's having fun, and it's not the 90s anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Cameras
Yeah.
are on all
Cameras
the time.
are on
That's
all
literally
the
the
time.
difference.
Yeah.
You would have caught Jordan doing the same thing, bro.
The same
like-
type of shit. All these guys would have been doing
But
the
he's
same
not-
type
he
of
doesn't
shit.
have a camera on his phone, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the
It's not
internet
getting
age.
posted to Twitter.
And that's a lot of the
Spreading.
differences between,
Yeah.
let's say directed by Adam Sandler. Did you
Yeah,
see
yeah,
it?
yeah.
I did not
I had
notice
to
that.
look that up. It's a different one, I think.
Oh,
but
okay,
yeah.
okay. Sorry.
But it's jokes, yeah.
But yeah, it was
random.
it just doesn't make any sense. And
I didn't even know the chick was pregnant.
the difference is
Because she was on a podium the whole time. Sorry.
the difference is simply that, yeah, it's just we live in a different age, you know.
Yeah.
Guys could get away with this back in the day. Horrible things were going on in the 90s and the 80s and whatnot.
Yeah.
Wild shit, you know, but there was no cameras. Even the early 2000s.
Yeah.
You get Gilbert Arenas just
Oh, man.
walking into the locker room with a strap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's just crazy nonsense, pointing at people, threatening people on their lives. But
Yeah.
you only hear about it, you know, and that's the difference. Now
You
we're
might see it in
all
a
of
book.
Yeah.
You know, that's the
we might
most
get a
you'll
documentary later on.
Yeah.
About something.
And you'll get a reenactment.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But now you're getting you're seeing it. You're seeing it actually happen. And that's, you know,
Yeah.
it's a combination of you see it, you have the real footage, but once it goes to Twitter, it can get taken out of context. It can get blown out of proportion,
Exactly.
and you don't have any control of that. There's a point where you can't even. There isn't much you could say to be like, why are you flashing a gun in a video? But like, you can't even. There isn't even a beginning for you to be able to defend yourself after it gets posted. Like it's up and it's up. Like that's it. You know. Like
Yeah, I just don't get it, man. Don't get it. So, job, you know, we're just hoping for better, man. That's it. Just hopefully you kind of, I don't want to say learn because you already know better, but just do better. That's
Yeah.
it, man.
like yeah, man. You know, people compare him to like D Rose. You know, like you think about somebody like D Rose. There's a comment. I haven't seen something like this where it's like Ja. I don't know what's gonna happen with his career. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like I don't know
exactly.
if he's gonna come back from this. Who knows what the suspension is gonna be like? If he does get a suspension, is that gonna help him? Is he actually gonna take that year? There's so many questions, right? And it's like there are mans like D Rose and many others whose whole career was gone because of an injury. You know, so
Exactly.
it's like think about that too, where it's like
Simple shit.
You have this position, you have this talent, and you don't even have the crazy injury yet.
Yes.
Knock on wood, you
Yeah,
know, like
'cause
it
we've been
can
looking
happen.
at those knees.
Yeah, we see every time you fucking jump on the
We've
man.
been looking at those knees,
every time you
Ja.
land, bro. Like that, you know, come
Yeah.
on.
You got ups, but them knees.
And he doesn't have a frame, you know, like he doesn't have a body.
He's
like,
tiny, bro. I
yeah.
toss you around. Ian can toss you around, bro.
Jeez.
He's probably like 180, 170
Yeah,
maybe.
sure, yeah.
Yeah, man. He's just a skinny ass boy, but yeah, man. Just hope to see him better. I think it's just sadly, unfortunately, he's just to grow up.
Yeah.
He's just to grow up. He has to recognize his position.
Yeah.
He's in a really, really, really rare position right now. He just needs to make sure he can hold on to that forever. So, but yeah, shouts out to Ja. Just do better, man.
Look at have you ever seen a collapse of a team like Memphis, like Dylan Brooks and Ja Morant, like
Dylan Brooks. Yeah, exactly. And it's just bad guys.
yeah,
You know, it's just a bunch of bad guys over
They
there.
were loved at the beginning, or like even last season, especially. You know, like they were like, "Oh, this is the new hot young team," you know. And it wasn't even because sometimes they get to that point where it's just because now you're rated, you're not underrated anymore. Now people just are gonna start hating you. But
Yeah.
they double down on that. You know,
Yeah.
like
I think I said it. What was it? Last week I said it. They just don't have no leadership.
yeah.
I think I said last week.
Yeah.
They just need somebody over there. I don't know who they need to get over there.
Yeah.
They need to just give somebody a contract, something.
Yeah.
Give somebody some bread.
I seen
go over
somebody say like he needs a change of John needs a change of scenery, and they put him in a Chicago Bulls jersey. Like,
Oh yeah, I seen that. That's worse.
That's the last place I can see going, bro.
I'm like, no, that's worse, bro.
Chicago.
That's worse. Yeah, I saw that shit too.
Just put him in, just start a Compton team then or something. You know, like what the fuck?
I was gonna say, send him here, but don't even send him here because
Yeah.
these guys are over here a little wild as
Yeah.
well, bro. But yeah, you got to send him somewhere where it's a little bit worse. Send him somewhere cold.
Yeah.
And then just annoying. Yeah, maybe Milwaukee. I'd say even Denver. You got to send him somewhere where he's just cold and
Portland.
Or like where the gun control laws are nice,
Portland.
you know?
Portland.
Like,
Portland. There you
yeah,
go.
even up Portland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or a fucking, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah. This is your topic, Ian.
The Leafs? How was it my topic?
Because
I didn't even watch the last game. I didn't even watch the last fucking game.
Well, the Leafs lost.
The Leafs fucking lost.
As per usual.
R.I.P.
they made it
all
a bit
the
far.
R.I.P. to all the mofos that spent like four G's on fucking tickets.
Yeah.
For that last game, I heard the front row seats were like $4,000.
it's not bad.
And then I heard
It's
like
actually not bad.
because
and then I
like
heard-
there's like
they
could
probably
go for,
went
like
down.
20, 50.
They probably went
grand,
down
yeah.
because of how much we were losing.
Yeah.
And then the fucking nosebleeds were like 800 maybe.
What was the series?
Still fuck that.
4-1.
Okay.
I wasn't gonna watch the game, and then I seen they were in overtime. I'm like, oh fuck, I'll throw it on. And then as soon as I turned it on, Florida scored.
Florida's just
That's funny. That happened to me too. I think it was also Florida, one of the Florida games. I think it was the first or the second game though.
Florida's just a good team, bro.
I turned it on and then Florida scored.
Yeah,
oh,
like I
fuck.
didn't even see it. I just saw the celebration. I'm like, oh fuck, man, fuck you.
Florida
man.
beat.
I could
Florida
have just not seen
beat
that.
the team with the best regular season score ever.
Yeah,
What are they gonna do with the boy Matthews, dude?
And they basically swept us.
How long has Matthews been
They're gonna
there?
dump his ass.
How long has he been there?
2016, I think. 27,
Sebastian
16 or
was, yeah,
17.
He was like
yeah.
a rookie when he joined
Yeah.
the team.
Yeah.
Yeah, they might get rid of him, to be honest.
Yeah, I think
I don't know.
time.
Yeah, probably need some
I
changes
don't
for
know if
sure.
they're
Yeah.
gonna re-sign him with his like fat amount of contracts. Probably gonna be huge.
Yeah.
Like, max probably. Even though we can't win, I don't understand that. But whatever.
Yeah.
You know, it is what it is. I mean, I don't have much to say about it. All I know is there's always next year.
No.
And that's what
You guys
matters.
have been saying that since Martin Luther King was alive. I always make that my point. I don't care. You guys have been saying that for way too long. There's always next year.
That's the funniest
No,
thing.
you can't
I
do
remember
that.
when you said that like years ago.
Yeah.
Yo, Martin Luther King was alive. Yo, TV was in black and white.
Yeah,
TV
bro.
was in black and
Yeah,
white when
bro.
last time these motherfuckers won, bro.
Exactly.
Oh,
It's
man.
crazy.
Oh man, whatever. At least we made it to the second round. We beat
Yeah.
the 20-year
Yeah.
curse. of the
No,
second
yeah,
round.
I'm not mad at that. As long as there's some
But,
type of
the whole-
progress.
Yeah,
I feel like the whole
exactly,
team's
yeah.
about to get nuked or some shit.
Yeah.
And then fuck whatever.
I have a question.
R.I.P. to my friend who has this toxic. Yo, the Leafs and Leafs fans. It's like a toxic relationship. It's like
That's what I tell people.
It's like a toxic girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yes.
Toxic boyfriend
Yes.
that you keep coming back to every year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
You're like, oh, like fuck
We're
you.
that
I'm
we're
done
that
with you.
team
And
in
then the
in
new season
hockey.
starts, and you're like,
It's like
yeah,
the Knicks.
I'm going back to you. You're the
Knicks as
one.
well.
Yeah.
Yep.
The Knicks,
Yeah.
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 The
It's sad.
Cowboys.
It's
yeah.
fucking sad.
Yep.
The thing with the Knicks, no, they haven't won in a while. The Cowboys, I guess they won in the '90s, but they've been like letting they always like build you up and then break
America's
you down.
team.
And, yeah, that's I think that's what kills them too.
Yeah.
And they're still like one of the richest teams in the world too.
I feel like all the I don't want to say trash teams, but
Oh, the richest teams are the losers.
the
Yeah,
losers,
yeah.
Why?
It's because of the markets.
That's so weird.
It's because of the market.
You have the
Because market
teams
is
that
so
no one
big.
watches are fucking sick.
It's the major cities.
Like,
Yeah,
The only teams that are really good that are in the proper cities are like the LA teams.
yeah.
right. Lakers. Well, the Lakers have been trash.
They've been
before.
trash, but it's like
They got LeBron. and
they're
they got
they're
better.
showing up at least most of the time.
True.
Most of the time.
True. Historically, they're good.
Exactly.
Historically, they're good. But then you got like teams like Knicks, Leafs, different leagues, but
I guess the Red Sox were that team too before,
Jets,
and the Cubs.
terrible.
Yeah, the Jets are
Even what's
garbage.
what's
Like-
Las Vegas for hockey?
Golden Knights.
Yeah, even
They're
new, right?
They won the first year they existed. They
Yeah.
won. Which
So
is
you
just
can even
nuts,
say
bro.
they're even coming up. They're close to LA.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah.
Vegas is I don't know I don't know why it works, but it just works. I don't know.
It's
Yeah,
interesting.
they just know entertainment.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where you people don't take a step back enough with sports and realize that it's entertainment. Like I seen a little bit of a topic on Twitter today about like, or it started as a joke, but like, sports isn't the same as it used to be, as back in the 70s, and it was like it was a joke, but then somebody made a good comment where it's like, the athletes are better today, but the product was
the product was better
peaked.
back then. Mm-hmm.
You think about sports, it's just this arbitrary fucking set of rules. These people just running around in a game. At some point, there's going to be a time where it's like at its best, just like TV, where it's like all the pieces come together really well. And then maybe you realize that it's just going a little too far without it evolving enough. And, there just not being enough changes. And it's just the same thing happening over and over. And then you start getting all these things where it's like, are they scripting it or are they doing this because it's ratings? It's entertainment, right?
At the end of the day, yeah, exactly.
So you can't keep things stagnant. But how can you when it's at the end of the day, all these sports are just games. They're just rules. Imagine watching fucking Monopoly for 50 years,
Yeah, exactly. What sports team in Toronto would you guys play? What sport? Professionally, if you guys got signed if you could choose where to get signed.
All the teams right now?
Yeah. Raptors, Blue Jays, Leafs, even
Leafs.
the fucking Argonauts.
Yeah.
Toronto FC, bro.
Toronto FC,
Play fucking soccer. Let's go.
I'd probably just
That'd be
take the
fun.
baseball bag.
baseball bag,
And
right?
just,
Baseball bag is
just
big.
chill, yeah.
I'm
Because
thinking
those guys are drinking during the regular season. Like,
Yeah.
they're turning up. They don't give. They're not. There's no
yeah.
training regimen.
and you
know
could be
what I mean?
old
You
playing
could be
baseball.
you could be fat, bro.
Yeah, man.
Play, you could probably have like
You can
Yeah.
have beer gut. Yeah,
have
everything.
a beer gut.
Yeah.
I'm thinking,
you gotta be a
I'm thinking
little athletic.
I would either do the Blue Jays or even the Leafs, man.
Yeah.
I feel like the hockey players, they live a cool little life. you
Yeah,
know?
they're
which is they're still kind of
respected.
normal and they're respected.
Yeah.
They're not as famous.
They're not dumb rich.
Yeah,
to that
exactly.
point where they're in your face and they get that kind of
yeah.
celebrity.
They're not as huge as like
Yeah,
NBA players.
exactly.
The
yeah.
basketball players get that.
The basketball
Yeah,
players get that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
that's what I'm
Gretz,
saying. Big bags,
I think
yeah.
I've heard Gretzky's kind of a dick in person, so
Oh,
I
yeah?
think he might
Right.
be the only one. Like, but he was scouted probably since he was like,
Yeah.
he's been famous for like 50
Right.
years now. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah,
So
yeah.
like, but yeah, like even all the top stars when you compare them to NBA, NFL, even they seem to have like they're just chill.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, so the one thing, because I've noticed, the baseball they give out big bags.
Mm-hmm.
And you could be old and fat and lazy and
because
chill.
they'll give you a 12-year, $300 million contract or something.
And I'm snatching that up.
Yeah,
Really? It's that
yeah.
big?
Yeah, man, they're long.
You get that when
big
you're
contracts.
You're 26 or something, 25. You're set.
And I'm not leaving.
Yeah.
And I'm getting trash.
Yeah.
That's all you need to lock in.
You just need to have one good season,
One good
great
season.
season.
Yeah.
Just cash in.
What does a baseball player usually retire? It's like
40.
40 something, yeah.
It depends on like the type of position. If
look
you're a
at-
pitcher,
What your
you can
position
play till you're like 45 as long as your arm doesn't give out.
Yeah.
And then if you're like a power hitter, then you can just keep playing for however long you can keep fucking hitting.
Right.
But then if you're more of an athletic player, those guys kind of again, it depends. Like if you have an injury, you might have to retire early. But like
for sure, there's
if you're an athletic player, like Jeter or whatever was like he's an athletic player, like he
for
played till
sure.
he was like 40 or whatever. So
40,
I think
40.
it's probably the maybe hockey, but they might be like the
What are the older?
they lived
they're
or
a little
yeah,
longer, a
yeah.
little longer.
Yeah.
With like football being probably the shortest.
exactly yeah
Football's like fucking like 5 years, bro. Some of these
Yeah.
guys, like 5-6 years, they're done.
yeah
Only like the quarterbacks.
yeah
Probably have
exactly
the longest career. That's just because they're not getting tackled.
kickers, yeah.
They're not fucking getting tackled. So as long as their arm is good,
yeah. It's the same thing
as long as
as
their arm doesn't give out.
same thing as baseball pitcher pretty much. That's why a lot of quarterbacks are baseball pitchers too. Like it's the same,
True,
same
true,
kind of
true,
skill
true,
set.
true. Similar.
Yeah.
Similar. Very similar. What we looking at on time, yo? Does it say?
40.
40. Okay, let's we can continue. Do you guys want to do MTV? Do you think that's gonna be long, or should we go to something else?
It might be long. It might be long.
The Twitter.
Yeah, let's do.
Twatter. I mean, I don't even know. So like so Elon stepping down as CEO. I don't even know why. I mean, it's probably the right move.
Yeah.
Like I feel like, how the fuck is this guy the CEO of 3 companies? Anyways, like effectively. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
yeah.
come on.
Yeah, like he didn't need to take on another. Like there's probably bear
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
going on with just Tesla.
Yeah,
you know
like,
what I mean? Like
I'd rather him focus on Tesla.
Yeah.
because that shit needs to be fired. SpaceX is trying to change the world. Come on, Twitter, man. That's not that important.
I don't think it's that important, but I don't know. it's important enough. It's news.
It is important. It is important.
It's like owning a news.
Twitter needs to be good, man. Like Twitter needs to function. Like I could literally, honestly, like snap of a finger, like Thanos, fucking Instagram, Facebook, and fucking TikTok tomorrow. I would be cool with that
I'd be
as long
fine,
as Twitter is still around.
I might not even notice. You know?
Yeah,
Exactly. Like I don't even those three I just mentioned. We don't even fucking need Twitter. I think for some fucked up reason we need Twitter.
Yeah, we do.
News.
We need fucking
It's
Twitter.
news.
We need the Twitter. It's the millennial way of getting news. Like no one fucking watches the news anymore. Most of us don't even have cable. We use Twitter to get news.
It's a good way to get
a bit controversial.
not just news,
'cause
but like opinions on
fake
news. You know, like
but-
getting general ideas of like what this side thinks and what this side thinks.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
you can kind of
yeah.
like get a good gauge, right?
Yeah.
all the shit goes down on Twitter. If there's anything like that new that pops off in pop culture or whatever the fuck, if it happens on Twitter first.
Yeah, exactly.
You get that shit on Twitter first. Nowhere else. Twitter first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the other social medias pick it up after. And then you get the news articles last, which is like the next morning. You know what I mean? But Twitter
And
is
then you gotta fucking
in the moment
pay
live.
to
Live
keep
tweeting.
reading those articles. You know,
Yeah.
I swear all the newspaper
The
websites
newspapers,
now.
that's where they've lost it. 'Cause
Yeah.
they think I'm gonna charge you're gonna charge me.
Oh,
for
you
this
pay
shit.
$10 a month and you get all of our articles.
You think I really want your news that bad, bro? I
Well,
don't
even
care
all the
about your
news
writers.
articles are using Twitter
Yeah,
as their
exactly.
main way of giving
They're
news.
quoting them or they're
100%, like-
they're you know, that's the only time I'll like if I want like a condensed story, I'll go on those articles, but then they're just like collecting the highlights on Twitter of the tweets, you know, that you need to know. Like they don't actually provide any, they're not going and doing the interviews or like getting new information, you know.
Exactly. I think that's just going off of the topic though. I think that's also why, like what you guys were saying earlier, like why doesn't Elon focus on his other companies? I'm pretty sure that's why he's stepping down.
Yeah.
Just so he can hand it off to somebody to take care of, but he still owns it.
Yeah.
You know, so that he can focus on SpaceX and Tesla and whatnot.
Yeah.
Because Twitter might not be a main priority for him right now.
Yeah.
Even though we've said it before, I kind of like what he's done with Twitter. The little changes. Have you guys seen? And they're adding this to other platforms now too. But have you seen like the little context?
Yeah.
Things?
Yeah.
I appreciate that
Yeah.
so much more now
Yeah.
because it's not just like I'm seeing fake news,
Where it
but it's like
corrects the
they give a
news.
bit more
Yeah.
context behind some clips.
It's a
that
good
you
addition
see.
that they did. I'm
Yeah.
really happy for that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely a good
It's
addition.
actually cleared up a lot of shit that I've seen, like stuff, because and it's even stuff I question. Like I'm like, yeah, I don't know if this is real. And then
Yeah.
get a little like footnote. I'm like, oh okay,
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
that makes sense.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that.
I fuck with that
That's
too.
good. That's good.
The only thing we've said this before too is I'm seeing a lot more killings and shit
Yeah.
than usual, especially on my For You
Twitter's a
page.
people are uploading
Just makes
entire
no sense.
movies.
Yeah, whole
So,
movies and
here's
shit like
Super
that.
Mario movie.
Yeah,
Fuck
it's
it.
a little wild, but
Super Mario movie.
so yeah. Did you see the fake Twitter baddie, the CEO?
Nah, I didn't.
Did you see the real one?
Who's the real one?
It's a woman, I believe. I think that's her. Yeah,
This chick.
I believe
woman.
so.
Yeah. Linda. I don't even know how to say that last name.
Polish.
Yacarino.
Show Kevin the pic, just so you can we can.
That's real.
Yes,
This is the real person.
this is the real one. I'm gonna show you the AI.
Is
one
the
right
AI
now.
baddie just like a female version of Elon?
So this one
Because
I'm
I
not
would
what I
say
saw.
like if that was AI, that'd be crazy.
You just put that up on the screen. Put that up on the screen.
Yeah, I'll throw it up on the screen.
You gotta show me.
So this is the fake AI baddie, and I was like, yo, I'm down.
Yo!
I was like, yo,
Someone's. She looks like she like.
we can make that happen.
Are you sure she's not in Blackpink?
Don't kill me. Don't kill me. Are you
So
racist?
wait, are those both AI or is that the real? That's
No,
the
it's-
real.
These are AI. These are
Oh,
AI images.
shit.
They look like sex robots.
Yeah.
That's what a sex
Look
robot.
at that.
looks
This is
like.
how you know it's fake. Look at the nipple
Yeah, yeah,
popping
yeah.
out. They have the
They could have
nipple
made the
popping out
titties
of them.
consistent at least because
Yeah.
they're all different. Because that's what I was like. Is it did they take like a real person and just add titty? You know, like
Yeah.
add titty size.
Yeah, I know that was. But I saw that, I was like, when I seen the AI one, I'm like, damn. But I'm like,
So,
she's way too.
The
young.
actual CEO of Twitter is Linda, whatever. She was the chair of advertising sales at NBC Universal.
Okay.
So yeah,
All right.
Yeah, and she was a CEO of X Corp or something like that. Anyways, whatever. I don't know why. Whatever. We'll see what happens. I
We'll
don't
see
know.
what happens.
I don't know. Elon's still
He's
the
in control.
owner. He
yeah.
still bought the fucking thing.
He's in control at the end of the day.
At the end of the day, he just doesn't want to do the day-to-day shit.
Yeah.
Which is understandable. Go focus on Tesla. Focus on X. Those are way more important. Important, sure. I think there's just more shit to be done over there.
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool, with their Tesla changing the game in EVs and renewable energy, and then fucking SpaceX trying to go to Mars, bro. So
I think SpaceX is the most important thing right now.
100%.
Tesla, I feel like it's kind of falling off. I'm not gonna lie, they just haven't met,
A little bit.
deadlines.
Well,
and I feel like
where's the Cybertruck, man?
yeah. And I've been looking at a lot of Teslas. I got into my first Tesla a couple months ago.
Really?
Yeah,
I've actually taken a ton of Ubers and Teslas.
That was my first. Yeah, I took
Quite
an
a
Uber.
bit. Quite a bit. There's quite a bit of Uber Teslas now.
And honestly,
They're
I
pretty
got in one,
popular now.
and I'm like,
Yeah.
I looked at it, and I'm like, this looks amazing. This looks like the future, but it just doesn't feel quality. If you
I
know
feel like
what
it's
mean.
kind of feels cheap in there.
feels kind of cheap, and I understand
Cheapy,
the pricing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now I understand the
Feels
pricing.
like plastic in there.
It feels like cheap,
Yeah.
cheapish product.
It's not rugged.
It
It's
doesn't
not
feel
like-
like
I don't get that. I get that feeling when I get an F-150.
yeah, like you. I want to feel
hard.
like
I like F-150s.
I want to feel. I want to feel how I feel when I look at it.
Or even a
It kind of
Mercedes- or
feels
even a
like
Mercedes,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
a new
toy
one.
cars. If you were to like get in a life size toy car, and it's just kind of like it looks like a car, but it's
It's
cheap
it's a little
inside.
flimsy,
bit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
I've taken them recently a couple times over blinking, but I've taken them a couple times as of recent, and I'm like, I don't know if I'd want to be in an accident in this car.
It's supposed to be one of the safest cars.
Exactly.
The Model
That's
X,
what I've heard.
the Model 3, like, I mean, I believe it.
Yeah,
I
I'm gonna have
just-
to take a hit, but we'll find out. But
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah,
Again, I do appreciate all the features. It has great features.
yeah,
So
yeah.
that's.
I'm sure
that's
it's
what I
fun
fuck
to
with.
drive.
Yeah,
I feel
exactly.
like
Yeah.
you're,
But I
you're
mean,
the
everybody's
passenger
also like
experience.
catching up too now too, right? Like
Yeah,
Yeah.
other cars are
No,
looking sicker.
You're right.
man.
You're right.
Other cars are looking great,
You're right. There's some really sick electric cars now. Like
and they look like quality cars as well.
Toyota's putting out some nice stuff.
because they have they're behind on the technology, but they have the like manufacturing. Right?
Yeah, they'll catch up.
yeah.
I think they will catch up.
I feel like within the next 5 years or so.
And then there's gonna be like more electric car companies too that are.
Yeah, there's
like,
Chinese
more
companies that
notable and
are
stuff
that
coming
are
up.
revving up, Neo, and there's a few others, Li Auto. Like there's a few that potential.
There's some American ones too.
About every single
Yeah.
every single company probably in the next like 10 to 15 years will have EVs.
Yeah.
And probably like 50% of cars on the road might be EVs in the next 20 to 30 years. So
Looking good.
to be honest, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Austin Talks Podcast.
MTV shutting down
Damn,
after 36 years.
it's the end of an era. It's the end of one of the greatest primetime TV stations ever for the mandem, for the youth.
For the Mandem.
For the youth,
Yep.
there's so many eras of MTV. You go back to the 90s and shit.
Where it was actually
What about music?
Yeah, music, television.
You know, and then fast forward to like mid 2000s, became a reality TV station, which wasn't too bad.
worked for a bit.
It worked, You had heavy.
They were ahead of the game on those things,
Uh-huh.
on those trends. You know,
You had
like-
heavy hitters like Jersey Shore, Teen Mom. What else was there?
There was bear shit. I'm just
Drawing
drawing up
the
blanks.
Hills.
the Real World.
The Hills,
The Real World.
I
Real
love
World
the Real
was-
World.
Real World was like
The
a whole
Challenge.
universe, a whole
Yeah.
universe. in
The
itself.
Challenge.
Yeah.
The
Challenge
challenge
because of
was
the people from the Real
Real World. The
Yeah.
challenge was lit. The challenge
Yeah.
was lit.
I used to watch all that shit.
The fact that the fact that those shows won't be on it because they were still doing the challenge. Like they had challenge 2022.
A couple years ago, yeah.
Not even like I swear like last year. They were still doing the challenge, bro.
Catfish.
Yeah.
Catfish. Yeah, man. There's some iconic fucking shows on there, man.
True
like,
Life, MTV Cribs,
Yeah, MTV
Cribs.
Man.
Wild and Out.
Wild and Out.
Yep.
Even though I never really watched that shit, but
What else was there?
Was Yo Mama on there too as well? Or?
Yo Mama,
Yeah.
Is Beavis and Butthead an MTV show?
Beavis
Yep.
and Butthead,
Beavis and Butthead.
Room Raiders.
Yeah.
fucking Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, the sickest Spider-Man.
Best
yeah.
Spider-Man ever.
Yeah, the best Spider-Man. My Sweet 16. What was it? Happy Tree Friends.
Say a word.
Wasn't that was YouTube though first?
Yeah.
It started on YouTube, but then they bought it.
They
Yeah.
bought it. Yeah.
What was that other one? That dating show. Oh shit! It was the one where they're on the bus, and then you hop on the bus and they just like.
Oh
yes or no.
yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, hold on. I think I got next. So
Next.
it was a bus full of people,
Right.
And the person outside was the person that it was like a baddie outside that you'd want to date. You come off the bus and she'd be like next,
Yeah.
Oh,
or she'd want to go on a date with you.
Yeah.
And it was crazy. It was a good one.
there's so many shows. I mean,
Yeah.
ridiculousness.
Ridiculousness, of course. Yep.
Legendary show. What's Rob Dyrdek
Jackass.
gonna do?
Robin Big,
Robin Bit.
R.I.P.
Isn't that like who we are?
Don't go. Oh yeah, people call us that on fucking
We're
YouTube.
Robin Big, bro.
Yeah, Robin Big. That was a classic show right there.
Jackass.
Jackass. Yeah.
Jackass.
Yeah, so many.
The actual TV show.
So many good shows over the years that just have contributed to the person that I have become
Yeah,
today.
man. We
Learned
watched
And just
a
like
lot.
the
MTV News.
music videos wouldn't exist without MTV. You know?
Yeah,
Like,
like, they made
people were
it-
like, "What the fuck? You're gonna put music on
It
television?"
was
Like
before
that makes
YouTube,
sense.
right? So
Yeah.
before YouTube, that was like one of the main ways to display your music video as
Mm-hmm.
a band or artist. You know what I mean? Like that was it, man. Like
Yeah.
you play it, they play multiple music videos back to back. You watch it. YouTube came along. That
Save the Last Dance.
that killed it a
Coach
bit.
Carter.
Mm.
Get Rich or Die Trying.
Those are all their movies.
Yeah. Hustle and Flow.
I can't believe they're shutting down. Like
I can.
they're not gonna try and
Kings
go
of Comedy.
online or something. Too late, maybe they should have did that before.
They should have done that a long
Like,
time.
fucking
They had the
Orange
online
County.
shit for a while because you could watch all these shows on their website. But I feel like
I
it
used
just
to. I
wasn't-
remember.
I used to as well. I
Watch
used to
Jersey
watch
Shore reruns and shit.
Yeah, I
on
used to watch the
website.
hills and shit on there.
Pootie Tang.
Laguna Beach. Pootie Tang can kill me.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know if they were, they're kind of like our generation where these advances in technology, they were just like, no, fuck, we don't want to get involved in all this stuff. But it's like, yo, you're a media company.
We all saw
like,
this coming, man. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
the fucking MTV for like the past, I don't know how
I want to say at least
a handful of
15 years
Yeah,
has
yeah,
fallen
yeah.
off.
Yes, but even like let's say the last like 5 years has
Especially.
just
It's been like people just stopped talking about it.
just
in general.
ridiculousness
Yeah.
over and over again.
Yeah.
That's literally what
Yeah.
it's ridiculousness. Like 12 hours of the day.
Remember when we got MTV Canada and it was
Yep,
like,
it was the biggest
damn,
thing.
this is a game changer.
Yeah.
Like we had MTV News and it was Canadian, right?
Yeah,
we
yeah.
had
Shouts out to Darren Jones.
Darren Jones, bro.
What's the intern? Paul the intern.
Paul
Yeah.
the intern,
And
bro.
that girl, the black girl that nobody remembers.
The black girl. She was kind of funny.
She was all right. Yeah.
Yeah,
She
and
was all right.
the weird girl, the bigger girl, that was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember.
Darren Jones is on like 93.5 now or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's like
yeah,
a radio
yeah,
host
yeah.
or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those were legendary times. I remember.
They're still around. They're just doing other things.
I remember going to MTV,
Yeah.
going there, watching the show. I saw Broken Social Scene there perform. That was lit. Good times, man. Good
Was it
times.
Zach, right?
We went with Zach a different time.
Yeah.
a different time.
So, yeah, no, like after school, it was such an after school thing in
Yeah.
high school.
And I mean, so
going
in
home,
Canada, this
watching
was much
MTV.
music for us, right? And that's where we were getting that MTV,
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know, like
competitor.
exposure. Yeah.
That was like Canadian MTV.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
yeah.
And then we got the MTV Canada, and
Mm-hmm.
What happened? Like I think it just like everything else, the media changes. Like it's a cable TV program
Yeah.
station. You know what I mean? And cable TV is dying.
yeah.
It's dying. It's dying faster than radio.
Yeah.
And like to be real, the only reason radio still exists is because of cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Facts.
people drive, but you know what? Even then, now the cars are changing, and you have like Sirius, and you have just
Bluetooth.
just Bluetooth
Yeah.
play like
Aux
off your
CarPlay.
phone.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Eventually, radio is gonna, I don't know, cease to exist, but it'll be a lot smaller.
Mm-hmm.
It might cease to exist because there'll just be it won't be worth running it anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And from what I understand, people in radio make no money. It's kind of crazy. Anyways, MTV, yeah, like we saw it coming. I wish there was a way to like resurrect it. Maybe they will. Maybe some company will come along and try and resurrect it.
I was thinking,
You know,
They didn't do a streaming service.
Yeah. That's. I
Maybe,
mean,
yeah.
it might be absorbed by some catalog.
Well,
and
I
like,
thought I thought maybe I don't know, like some company I thought would maybe buy them out and then
Maybe
their shows can at least be on
Disney,
streaming.
Disney might buy them out or something.
Are their shows not on streaming? They're not. You can't. You can't
You
stream
can't watch
Jersey Shore anywhere.
yeah,
Yeah, no.
which is
can't-
that's nuts.
I can't
yeah.
believe no major corporation has come along and bought that
Yeah.
shit. Maybe
The
it
amount
will.
of, like-
maybe it will very soon. Maybe
There could be such a resurrection.
Since they're going
the reason
bankrupt.
that there's such like a disconnect with the new generation is they haven't watched this stuff. The thing with the new generation is they can see everything, but if it's not available, they're not gonna fucking find it. They're not gonna look it
the
out.
new
you know?
generation would like Jersey Shore.
Yeah, I think there could be a whole like this week there was like the Good Doctor. People were like
Going in on
that
Yeah,
show.
that's
Like
the
it
memes
could
on
get
there.
that type of because it's those things where it's like cable TV.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
the new generation just doesn't have access to these shows.
Jersey
you know?
Shore is a stupid fucking show, but
Yeah.
it's really entertaining.
Yeah.
And I think like anyone.
Even like like the real world, like all that stuff
I think
could
if I
like come
showed,
back.
yeah, if
you
I
know?
showed them to a 16, 17-year-old now, like I think they'd like it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's an
a little
argument of like
dated, but-
like the cancelability of some of the things that they
Yeah,
might have
facts.
seen. But I mean, whatever. That is
Who cares?
That's everything, you know.
Different times, man.
Just throw that. What was I watching? There's a few things that I see nowadays where they're like, this was filmed at a different time when
Right.
things were different.
They
So
give a
there's gonna be
disclaimer.
there's gonna be some offensive things that you might hear.
And
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah,
That's funny. That's funny.
No, yeah. I think definitely it's interesting that nobody had picked up anything for streaming and that they never got into the streaming game.
Yeah.
I thought it did, but
Really?
maybe I just
they have a
imagined that.
whole.
They have a whole catalog of
yeah,
shit.
yeah. They have a
A
whole
lot.
brand. Like,
Why?
Yeah.
They could do
They could have sold that shit before
Shore,
shutting down.
Real World. We named them Beavis and Butthead. Like
yeah,
all these like
yeah,
shows.
these universes like Jackass universe,
Yeah.
Real World universe, Jersey Shore. Like, there's so many things that they can like that create new content. The back catalog, like,
Unless we just don't have it here. But all I could think about
yeah,
is
maybe if it's on whatever Hulu or I don't think so.
the only thing I
Yeah.
can really think of from MTV that we have on streaming services is their movies.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and not really any of their
What's
shows.
an MTV movie? I can't remember.
Jackass.
Oh, like that. Is that actually an MTV
Yeah,
movie?
yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it became an MTV show.
It was an
But it
MTV
wasn't-
show and they still run with it. I don't know
Oh.
if they still do now.
Right. Okay.
Their later movies, but at least the first
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. Yeah. Damn.
Yeah. Napoleon Dynamite,
They
Longest
had,
Yard.
that Bam Margera show.
Yeah,
Good times, man.
It's just there's also so much competition now with everything. Like
Yeah.
especially reality, because you got Netflix reality shows now. They're trying to compete with that. They can't compete with
yeah.
that.
The rate that they pump those
You
out.
know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
like the Love is Blind, like that was totally like an MTV style show.
Mm-hmm.
Like MTV should have been putting that out. Netflix is killing them. You know what I mean? Like they probably
It's on
just,
Crave, Jersey
to
Shore.
be honest, they
Yeah.
probably like MTV probably didn't even have money. Probably the last 5 years didn't even have money to actually make a show.
Yeah, definitely not. That's what they've just been doing reruns. and
They
shit.
had no
ridiculousness.
money
That's
to
it.
even make a fucking show.
Yeah.
Like the ad revenue, no one's watching. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Do you think there's a space for on TV for you just to have a channel that has music videos?
There is I mean, the Bell, they have like the Stingray, but like like a cable.
Stingray Radio. Or
Yeah,
whatever,
it's
Stingray.
they just have like music videos, but
Oh yeah, I didn't know that. Sorry,
yeah,
the
like-
question is:
Could we bring that world back? That much music, MTV world with VJs, music videos,
Music
crowds.
news,
You're
yeah.
coming in, you're talking to guests again.
yeah.
Do you think that could happen?
I don't think so.
Well, why not?
And the other thing I watched the other day too, kind of related, Video and Arcade Top 10.
Oh yeah,
Like very simple show. They'd just be or same kind of thing like G4, like
I just
Attack of the Show.
yeah. And they
This-
they did bring that back. They tried to bring that back for a
this
little
is
bit. It
live.
lasted like a
We're talking
year.
There's
about
actually
live.
live shows. There's actually a
I don't know.
documentary. I don't know
Maybe
you've
if
seen
it's
it.
on
It's,
YouTube
for
or something.
Attack of the Show.
I don't know. It wouldn't be it couldn't be on TV. It couldn't be on cable.
You think so?
Well, no one has cable.
Yeah, that's the thing too.
Very
Yeah.
few people have cable now.
Yeah.
You're right. Okay,
know?
okay. So maybe a live stream,
No one's paying for cable.
maybe on Twitch,
'Cause all the
maybe on
streaming is
Kick or
too
some shit.
expensive already. Let alone cable. Pay how much is cable, man? It's like $60 to $80 a month, and it's like, right, or something like that.
And YouTube is free.
YouTube's free, and then you're already paying for probably Netflix and like Amazon, and like maybe like HBO Max or here Crave.
Disney or something.
Disney,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
Apple. Yeah.
It's already like $50 to $60 a month there.
But yeah, like even on like
Yeah.
on a streaming service, you know, every week you get this show, like an Attack of the Show or like a MTV, like a you
I think
know.
a show could exist like that, but it wouldn't be on cable. It'd have to be on
Yeah,
streaming.
yeah, yeah,
Streaming or on
Right.
YouTube.
And then, but everyone just watches music videos on YouTube.
yeah, yeah. I guess
And now
the
you
problem
can
with
even
that
just-
too is
yeah.
it's like putting together this show. Like people don't have the attention span for that shit.
Well, I was gonna
anymore.
say
They just
that
go
too.
and just get whatever they
The
want.
attention
yeah.
span's not there for these
Yeah.
types of shows anymore. It's kind of fucked. It's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse. TikTok's doing it. TikTok's
wonder-
killing it. TikTok and YouTube Shorts now.
But it's also, you know, the thing
Like-
is just this generation just hasn't had that. You
That's
know
what I'm saying.
mean?
I feel like there's a space for it.
Yeah.
You haven't been
It's
able to
fucked.
experience yet.
I don't think like
We had Everyday Struggle, which was not an audience show, but we had Everyday Struggle, which
Right.
was a show that it was pre-recorded. It wasn't live.
No.
It was pre-recorded. It was basically the same type of idea,
Yeah.
and that worked for years.
yeah.
Well, until Joe Budden left, but,
But it,
that
yeah,
worked.
Yeah. That show worked well. Also, they just had a really like fucking good cast. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
keeping it alive. Like so it's-
And you know, with those shows too, like they work with the shorts clips format.
exactly.
You can have the full show, and then you have the separate channel
We might
where
have to add this to the umbrella, you know, 'cause
yeah,
and what?
some type of
variety show,
Variety
like
show
news, music.
where you could talk about this shit. You could
Yeah.
invite a guest on. It sounds so basic now, but it's
Yeah.
like I don't know why there isn't a show.
It'd basically be
like
this podcast with with or
With an-
without an audience.
Yeah.
Schedule a little bit more structured in terms of like today, hey, we're gonna talk about this and we're gonna talk
Yeah.
about that and we're gonna talk like like that's it. Like
These are our topics for the day. We're gonna
Yeah.
we're gonna have NBA YoungBoy and John Morant stop by to talk
Yeah.
about guns
So it's
and gun
everyday
culture.
struggle.
Yeah, it's like an everyday
and
struggle,
then
but with like a live
we'll
audience.
have we'll have the audience ask questions and
Yeah.
all that bullshit. And now we're gonna take it over to fucking who's gonna talk about the latest games that came out, or the latest movies that came out, the latest music that came out. Give it a little review, you
Yeah.
know, a little respected review. I used to like that. The what was it? X-Play.
X-Play.
You get the. You know,
But we
you get
old. This is the kids
I know,
like that.
I
No,
know,
they
but it's
fucking
like-
kids
but it's
like
like
that
you
shit.
could
no,
do-
they
you
like
could do-
TikTok, bro.
You could do for the people that want to watch it.
Fucking dancing
You do the live
around and
stream.
shit.
You do the live stream
You
for the
know?
people that want to watch.
Yeah.
And then you just upload the shit to YouTube.
clips, yeah.
The clips or whatever.
yeah.
And then you're still doing the same thing. You get your reels. You get your reels and your
Yeah.
TikToks out of that. You're able to watch the full show and skip around because we have the
It's
timestamps.
fucked, man.
You know?
Vice is gone. MTV's
Oh, yeah, Vice is
gone.
gone, yeah.
Everything's
Yeah.
gone, bro.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Fuck is left, bro. Mr. Beast. He runs the internet, dude.
Mr. Beast.
It's just Mr. fucking Beast, bro. That's it. We are Mr. Beast, man.
Go,
That's the
bro.
internet, bro. Add it to the soundboard.
Yeah.
Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast.
Like
his-
that's it, bro.
And his
Like,
neighborhood or whatever,
fucking
his
Mr.
little
Beast.
community he's building.
I love him. I like Mr. Beast. I like what he's doing.
Yeah.
God damn.
I just don't know, man. I don't know. It's tough for me to accept that we can't have something like that.
Look, I love the '90s story. You know, like
Yeah.
it still exists. You know,
Good old days, bro.
yeah.
It's just ass.
Oh god.
I don't know. We sound so fucking drained. and
You
sad.
sound old, bro.
I know. I just missed it like that. It's just,
You
it
kids
sucks.
can't get into the good
The
stuff.
good music.
Yeah.
Stop your whippersnappers. Can't fucking
I
pay
don't know.
attention for
We
more
gotta,
than 5 seconds.
we're gonna put that. We're gonna add that to the umbrella. We'll
Yeah.
table it for now.
And also,
Yeah,
yeah,
add it to
let's
the
chime in.
umbrella.
You want to see that shit? And that's a rhetorical question. Like we know you want to see that shit.
Yeah.
And if you don't, you need it more than the people who do want to see it. Then because your attention span is gone.
Because if we could produce something like that, and we just get some nice big names on there.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, yeah, I
It's
mean,
everyday struggle.
essentially, yes. Also, yeah, it's like you said, it's like it's so like simple, but yet like no one's really
Or, like,
doing it
yeah.
anymore. I don't know how to say it. No one's doing
think-
it well anymore.
I think that's what the problem was with everyday struggle. Even with Complex having however much money they had,
Yeah.
I think it might have been too expensive for an internet show.
Yeah.
Because you're not making
Maybe.
you're making money on YouTube, but you're
I
not
think the
necessarily
views
making
dropped
that
and
much
they
money for
said,
that much
"Fuck it."
staff.
I think
Yeah.
the views dropped and they gave up.
Yeah. It's because Joe left. It was
Yeah,
because
yeah,
Joe
I think
left.
they
They
just-
tried to make it work for a little bit, which it did. It worked for a little bit, but it kind of ended up just falling off over a while. But I think
That's the
what
thing.
it is the staff.
Yeah, the
staffing.
internet. It's hard to like create like sustainability. It's like something catches and you just have to like keep going with it, but you can't like solidify that, you know. Obviously it was the personalities and like just the way that they kind of worked off of one another, but then you can't like make sure that that's like, you can't cut costs because it's got to be the same show. You got to actually raise the costs, and then the margins on YouTube, it's just like the ad, it's just not the same ad revenue as you're getting for commercials and things like that, right? Sponsorships.
Completely other topic that we should just throw in if we're done with this.
Yeah, we can move on.
So you guys hear about how it's the end of another era, my friends.
What?
YouTube is now not allowing ad block.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
No more ad block. At least they're trying it out.
Well, they never allowed it before, but
No, but
They were
they're
just, like,
actually
waiting.
preventing people.
Yeah, you're getting
from
notifications
using the
now.
extension on the ad block extension. It's like a little pilot program right now. They're trying it out to see how effective it is.
Yeah.
But we might end up seeing the day where you cannot use ad block at all on YouTube. At all. So you are forced to watch ads. Huh?
I'm gonna finesse it somehow.
And it's funny because as the YouTube content creators, you know, I want you to we need you to see the ads. That's how you make the money, right? But at the same time, I'm for like ad block.
Yeah.
At the same time, because I feel like you have the right to block those fucking ads.
By the way, I'm gonna speak quick YouTube business, just with you quickly. You gotta log into the YouTube again, and you have to sign into the AdSense account because we're not getting paid.
Oh, because we do.
Yeah, they updated some terms or some shit.
I thought I did that.
You got to do it
I
again.
didn't
or
do
some
it.
shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought I
Yeah.
did that.
So we haven't.
I know what you're talking about. I thought I
Yeah.
did that.
Yeah,
They probably do that just to like
just to make sure,
you know.
Because the second we didn't do it, they just snatched it all away
Yeah.
from us. So I was like, okay, cool.
Check probably change one word in the
Yeah,
fucking
but,
thing.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
No, there's definitely gonna be a way. Hopefully, someone's got to figure out a way to stop all this ad block shit, or not stop it, but continue the ad block
Yeah,
game because
yeah.
it saves lives. It saves
Yeah.
computers at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Because sometimes there are, not on YouTube obviously, but when you go to other sites, there's some ads that are just filled with viruses and
Yeah.
bullshit on it that they then help protect you from.
That's true.
You know.
Yeah.
And you know how many sites I go to where they say you have ad block on, you can't use our site, and I'm like, all right, well, fuck
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Just
Yeah.
click right off your shit.
Yeah,
I can't.
yeah.
YouTube is amazing because they've built up this website, this product that they know everybody uses, so they're able to do shit like that.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna have to be like, fuck.
Yeah.
But
I'm just surprised they've finally, because I
Yeah.
had a funny feeling this would happen one day. Because I'm like, yeah, I mean, like ad block's an issue for them. They make less money because of it. They have the power to shut it down.
yeah,
And they finally are doing it. I'm like, wow.
I wouldn't mind it for like if they did a
is
thing where it's
crazy.
like, you know, if you're watching a fucking 5-second or a minute long video, then you don't get the ad. But if it's like a, 20,
it's just
30
what the
minute
problem
or
is
whatever,
that YouTube, they got too comfy with the ads as
Yeah.
of recent. They're not the worst, but it's like, and I figured out ways to get around it. But it's like, yo, I started noticing that when they started throwing 2 ads up on the
Yeah,
shit
the
at
2 ads,
beginning,
no skip,
I was
bro.
like, guys,
Yeah.
get off
2
my
ads, no
dick.
skip.
The
Like,
two
back to
like
back.
15-second, 30-second
Yeah.
ads, no skip.
was
I've
like-
gotten the 3 before,
Yeah,
you know, like
and I'm like,
yeah,
all right,
it's the
guys,
worst.
Yeah.
you
It's
need to
the
get off
worst.
my fucking dick.
Yeah.
Like, I'm here trying to
Hear that, YouTube?
I'm here trying to watch a fucking
Fucking YouTube?
some memes.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm trying to watch a meme compilation
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Can
Yeah.
you calm down?
It's brutal.
I
It's
click
just
on
so
a
annoying.
fucking a clip from a TV show that's like a 5-second. Somebody just saying
Yeah.
one word or something.
Yeah.
I gotta watch an ad for this. You know, like
I can't even watch Stephen A. properly. I'm like, what the hell's going on, man?
Yeah.
it's
yeah,
the worst because it's on your phone or a device that you don't use, and then you're just like checking a link that somebody sent you, and you're like, I don't even want to I don't want to do this anymore. And
Yeah.
now you're not texting your boy back because you can't even watch the fucking video. You know.
Exactly. What I've noticed is with ads on YouTube, you'll get the longest ones on your computer. The ones on your phone are a little bit shorter.
Yeah.
But if you cast
Yeah.
to your TV,
Yeah.
the worst.
Yeah.
no,
No?
they're only 5-second ads.
Yeah.
5-second ads.
Yeah.
Like, you think they'd be the longest.
No.
'Cause you have this big screen.
No,
You can see the ad the
it's
best.
different.
You get the
The
best
length of the
ads.
ads are different on your phone when you're watching it on your phone compared to when you cast it.
Okay.
They're all 5-second ads. So then that's when I'm like, okay, I don't
5
mind.
seconds. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
that's what I've noticed. They're all 5-second
You
ads
know?
on that.
I mean, I guess, like I said, it's I guess it's better for the, well, YouTube makes more money. I guess it's better for the content creators, because the ad block, I'm assuming, is affecting a little bit of your pay. Even though YouTube's been making the pay terrible.
and they're making money, so it's just like,
YouTube's AdSense pay is pretty bad, man.
It's bad.
It's weird. It's like some people get paid really well. It honestly depends.
Algorithm bullshit.
It depends on the content you make.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Can't swear. And
Controversial
stuff like that.
content doesn't make shit.
Yeah.
And then, or copyright, anything with any type of copyright. And then like, then you can, if it's educational for kids, they make like the most.
Yeah.
Like their CPM's fucking crazy high. You know what I mean? So.
But that's
it
the
just
thing.
depends. Like.
YouTube doesn't have the worst ads.
No, who does?
Twitch.
Oh yeah,
Twitch has so many ads, it'll make you click off
bro.
of a stream,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
I'll
yeah.
leave the whole website, bro.
Yeah.
Really?
They have fucking
Yeah.
5 ads.
I'm on Twitch that much?
Yo, you
But
have 5 minutes ads to watch before you can even get into the stream.
5 minutes?
Bro, they're so long. And they incentivize the creators to put up the ads.
Yeah.
Like if you run 15 minutes or 20 minutes of ads on your stream today, we'll pay you a little bit more.
Oh my god.
And then they're like, well, fuck it, why not?
Yeah.
They're like, subscribe, guys. Fuck it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
if you guys really don't want the ads anymore, just subscribe to my
Which
my
is
channel.
so stupid that that's all that subscriptions are.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Just
just
Yeah.
ad free.
Yeah.
Ad free streams.
yeah,
if
and
you pay.
whatever you get
little stickers.
Yeah,
and-
you get your
give a
special
fuck about that
emotes
shit.
and whatever.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
I don't
ads
fuck
is the
with
main
that shit.
feature. Okay.
It's so
Wow.
annoying.
Wow.
Yeah, Twitch has the worst ads. Ones that are like, I'm just trying to hop into the streams quick just to see what's going on.
Yeah,
I might not
yeah.
even be here that long.
Yeah. You just want to
Yeah.
see what they're doing
Yo,
right now.
You gotta
know?
get past 2 minutes ads
I have
first.
a theory. You have YouTube Premium, right?
Yeah.
Does that ad free?
Ad free.
That might be what they're
That's
trying
what
to
that's what
push.
they're doing.
Yeah,
That's what I was gonna
exactly.
say.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what they're
yeah.
doing.
That's what they're trying to push.
Yeah,
Which is
definitely.
fine.
They get the ad block.
Yeah.
Cancel the ad
That's
block.
the only
make
subscription
people
I
wanna get
recommend to
premium.
people.
I mean, it seems good.
It's a
How much is it again for us?
and that's the only thing. It's the one I recommend, but I don't like paying
It's one of the most expensive.
because it's a touch expensive. I can tell you.
20?
No. I think it's like
15?
I think it's like $11 or some shit.
$11. Okay, so
Let me check my subscriptions.
still more
here.
expensive than Twitter. Twitter Blue. Twitter Blue? Would you
How much
guys
is
get
that?
Twitter
No,
Blue? I think
no.
it's like 10 or 8 or 10.
Oh shit! No, I'm actually paying a lot. My bad. Oh yeah, I only get YouTube Premium when they give me a discount. So I paid $11.99,
Twitter Blue.
but the regular price is $15.99 for YouTube Premium.
I mean, that's cheaper than Netflix, so
Yeah, it's just crazy.
yeah.
Netflix.
Yeah.
But the good thing about YouTube Premium, I think it's worth it because you can download videos. I'm on transit, so I download a bunch of videos before I leave my place. I
Yeah.
watch that shit on the subway on the way to work and shit like that. And then obviously you can close down your phone and still listen to shit.
Yeah.
So you could run a whole album or something. And since you're on YouTube, you have access to music that's not on all streaming services. You have access to mixtapes and shit like that nobody's heard on
Yeah.
any other platform. So I'm like, I don't mind doing it. And you get access to other shit too, but yeah. That's
Yeah,
why I pay for it.
imagine like the music sharing game or just like playlist game.
Mm-hmm.
If it was YouTube playlist instead of Spotify playlist,
Facts, it'd be crazy.
because you could add videos, you could add fucking anything you want,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it would just be a better curated experience. I feel like I love making playlists on YouTube. I just don't ever use them because like unless it's just like I'm running off my computer or something,
I just have a watch later. That's all I really use. And I have my other playlists, but I don't really run them. It's just like if I want to say something, tutorials,
Yeah.
food recipes and shit like that, workouts and shit like that, then I'll put those to the side. My watch later is packed. I actually have to I actually run through it. There's some days where I'm like, I need to clear this watch later and have like 200 videos.
Yeah.
And I just run them all while I'm like cleaning. But yeah, man. I don't know. We'll see what the future holds for YouTube and this whole ad block shit. I'm sure somebody will find some type of workaround in the future. But yeah, we'll see. Have you guys ever used Opera GX?
No.
It's a
Opera GX?
Yeah, it's a web browser.
No.
I
I've
started
heard about it. Yeah.
I've been using it for the last, I want to say 6-8 months or so.
Just use Chrome.
Pretty lit. It's better than Chrome for me personally because Chrome I noticed was eating up all the power on my computer, and it just slows down my computer even when I was editing and shit like
Chrome
that.
is known to do that.
Yeah, and then all the issues with security. Every time I'm logging, I'm opening up Google Chrome. They're saying your passwords have been compromised. I'm like, dude, this is they're telling me all my passwords have been compromised on this
crazy.
site, on that site. I'm like, all right, well, fuck it, But I've been using Opera GX. It's pretty lit. Has a built-in VPN as well that you get to use for free. So, and it already has ad block installed as well. But if you guys haven't tried it, it's pretty lit, pretty cool. Where do we go now?
War. War.
We can't get to that yet.
Do you fuck with the war?
Do you fuck with the war?
No, I don't fuck with the
We'll
war.
talk about. Well, let's hop in the misogynistic bag. Quick. Two little things. Janelle Monáe showed off her titties.
Ooh.
They look superb.
I saw them bouncing around.
Whoa.
Pause.
We saw them
Yeah,
dancing.
and I mean, I don't really know her, but you guys are telling me she's kind of like before this shit happened, like she's like more like asexual,
I want to say asexual. She was just more reserved.
reserved.
Yeah,
She's more reserved.
just not overtly sexual.
Yeah.
Especially compared to
People
Just-
in her
yeah.
category. Of
Yeah,
music,
exactly,
like,
yeah.
and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Like she R&B.
yeah.
Yeah, R&B pop.
So yeah, I mean,
Especially the R&B pop bag. It's like very much didn't. There was just like not. It was like there was like a whole like
I almost
Android
think that's
phase.
like the new thing to do is to not be sexual as a female artist in that category. I
But
think that's
that
the new wave.
was
Billie
like 10
Eilish is
years ago
another
when
example.
Janelle Monáe was doing that. And now
Yeah, Janelle
now
Monáe's
it's
been in the
switched
game
up,
for so
you know?
long.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's
And
been
now-
in the game since I want to say we were in like high school.
Yeah,
now
it's been a
she's
while.
flashing.
Yeah, she's wearing suits and shit.
Was she just
Yeah.
caught lacking? Like
No.
No.
this was on purpose.
This is the brand of the new.
This is the new shit.
album.
It's for
called-
sales. It's for sales. It's definitely
New
and it's
Pleasure
definitely
or something
working.
like
Is her
that.
sales down
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
something?
Yeah.
Like what's going on?
No, just it's a new album. You when you have to. It's like when the
Right,
weekend gets
right.
a new look
New
and a
character.
new
Yeah.
new character. Yeah,
Beyonce steps into her new.
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Her-
exactly. Yeah,
But
it's just a new character.
Total
Yeah.
left field. Like she's like now sexual.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, she's kind of.
Sucks.
She's.
What would you not least expect kind of thing?
Yeah.
Or, yeah. What would you not expect? Yeah.
But
Stopping
she's
into
going
her
above
sexual
and
bag.
beyond. I mean, she's like showing off her body like that.
Yeah, she's out here singing, and all she did was
Like,
she just
I don't
flashed
think
the whole crowd and shook her
never
titties
seen
around.
like Beyonce do this. You know what I mean? Like,
Beyonce is different. You can't compare.
or whoever else.
Well, no, Beyonce's been shaking her ass at
Since
in
the
her
beginning.
concerts.
Her
Or no,
ass,
yeah,
okay.
recently, in her concerts too, like
Yeah.
the one on tour.
Well, we never saw. Never mind. We won't. She shouldn't. She shouldn't do that. No, she shouldn't. It wouldn't be. It wouldn't be right.
Don't go.
It wouldn't be right.
Why do you say that?
I don't think she should.
Oh, shit.
Beyonce? No.
Why not?
She's too good for that. She doesn't need to show off
Yeah,
her,
I feel
her
you.
boobs
Yeah.
to the world.
Yeah,
like
it's
that,
like it's there's a
past
time and
that.
place for there's a time and place
grown
for it,
woman.
and if it
got
wasn't
kids.
if you
You don't
didn't
have to do that.
if you didn't need it coming
Yeah.
up to get your bag, then you don't
Yeah.
need to like add it to your
Do it now.
repertoire.
It gets weird if you start doing it now.
Especially once you
I
become
think
a
it
mom
does,
and
'cause
stuff.
people are
yeah.
gonna start thinking like, "Damn, like you desperate or something." You know what I mean? It's like when Anyways, unexpected breasts.
They look great, Janelle. We appreciate it. Thank you. We've been wondering what was up under that
you drew
suit.
them pretty accurately. That's kind of like what they look like.
That right one is not looking right. Though. I think the left one looks better.
That is kind of like what they look like, though.
A little bit, yeah.
They were
yeah.
like
splayed,
splayed.
but they look good. So shouts out Janelle Monáe. Keep doing your thing.
Shouts
You're
out titties, man.
Shouts out titties.
Remember,
man.
this is not a podcast you watch. You get offended.
Yeah. Shouts
is
out
not
to
for you.
Shouts out to good, nice titties that are just out there in the game. You know, with the nice sized areolas,
All sizes, all colors,
all colors.
Yeah.
You know, just a nice pair of tits.
Free the nipple, man. Free the nipple.
Also, Ice Spice's mom was revealed to the public.
Damn.
They found her mom.
Which is surprising
crazy.
that it took that. Or I mean, I'm sure
that
people knew,
long.
but it took a while.
To our surprise, she looks like Ice Spice.
It's surprising
Like
that it
a
took a while
Latina-
and she
Yeah.
looks like that.
Yeah.
You
She's
know
like
what I
a
mean?
Latina, or is she Puerto Rican or something?
Dominican or Puerto Rican?
I think she said
or-
she's Dominican.
Yeah.
Dominican. She's like
Dominican.
a Latina version of her.
What do you mean a Latina version of her?
Sorry, the
She
mother is
Lati-
a Latina.
She's Dominican,
Is
and that's
Latina.
who she is. That's what.
Is Ice Spice full Dominican?
No, she's half black.
That's what I thought.
Half
so
black.
her mom
Well,
is the
Dominicans,
Sorry,
we gotta
but-
stop this. You're black.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's been a lot of like debate about her race, like Ice Spice's race too. I think she's like she's Latin black, but she's black.
Yeah,
Like,
she's black.
Yeah.
She's not African American black.
No,
but
she's Latin
yeah.
black, which is
Yeah.
like Dominican, for example.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, Dominicans, you guys gotta stop it. A lot of Dominicans don't even consider themselves black.
Are they black or are they
Negro? Negro? No.
Are they black or
no,
are they
papi.
Latin? Are they Latin? Are
They're
they,
black.
Whatever.
They're
Both.
black. They're black and Latin.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know how that shit works, man. People were getting, graped and all this shit at those times.
Yeah. Well. Okay. It's like an Afro Cuban. What would
Yeah,
you call
yeah,
that?
yeah, Afro-Cuban. Yeah, they're both. Yeah,
They're both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, they're both and their own thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
well,
they're obviously there's specific
the
things to
lighter,
their.
the Latin Cubans would disagree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There's some racism in Cuba, by the
of course. Yeah,
Yeah, there's some racism in all those places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But yeah, she's
Sure.
looking good.
Yeah.
She's looking good for an older woman. It kind of gives us a
I don't think
glimpse
she's
into
that
Ice.
old though. Like she's probably 40.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
probably like 40s.
Yeah, yeah.
But it gives us a nice glimpse into Ice Spice's future.
And the future's looking bright. Yeah,
The future's looking bright. It's
Yeah.
looking like it's gonna hold up for a few years.
yeah.
Mommy's looking good. I'm trying to figure out who looks better. I don't know.
I mean, like if you're like
Because
the
for us,
milfier-
especially, I think we're
We're
probably
right there.
like right
We're
in
we
between.
could beat either.
Yeah,
We could
both.
beat
Yeah.
either. I feel like we're more.
I feel like realistically, it's less creepy to it's less creepy to go for the mom.
Yeah.
How was Ice Spice like 20,
23 or something like that.
Oh,
22.
Yeah.
Yeah.
22? Okay. Not too bad, not too bad. Yeah, no, definitely. We're like right down the middle.
Yeah.
Like you guys especially can go like
Yep.
That's the nice thing about being early 30s.
Yeah.
You know,
That's probably the best.
you can-
age.
You can
fucking-
lean into either
you
bag.
can leaning into like a 22-year-old is cool, and then like you could go for the milfier like
Yeah.
38, 40 almost.
Yeah.
You know, like it's cool too.
They're all just getting beat and passed.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Shout out to the Ice Spice mom. Shout out to Janelle Monáe as well. Shout out to the ladies, the good looking ladies.
Yep.
Ugly ones. Do something, man.
Ah,
Y'all gotta step it up.
It's was it a pretty girl summer or something? Is that what?
I don't know, but we're gonna be outside.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. We still can't hop into war yet. we have a topic around, but we might not be able to do it this pod because talking about some crazy shit here towards the end of this. You guys, this is a random topic. I just wrote it down because the guys were talking about it while we
Yeah.
were setting up. Old snacks. Now this is not a. We have to make sure we don't reminisce too much because we've already done this.
Yeah.
I think we have talked about.
We've
this.
had the old snacks thing, the good snacks, but you guys are talking about what parents are feeding their kids these days, and the types of snacks and even just lunches that we had.
Yeah.
That we're now realizing were some bullshit.
Yeah.
So we're talking about like Cheese Whiz. Kevin said he had Swiss rolls for lunch or some shit.
Yeah.
Cheese
Just
whiz,
some real
And you'd be
questionable
good.
lunches, you know? Like,
Yeah.
you never know. Whatever's in that bag, you're just
Nutella.
eating
Do
it.
people still eat that shit?
Yeah, you could just have a Nutella sandwich and you'd be good.
Yeah,
shit like
even
cancer
like
now or
high
something.
school, mans would just go to No Frills and buy like a bag of chips and just like a bag of chips and just
Yeah.
eat it. You know, like
Man's to just buy a 2-liter of chocolate milk.
Yeah,
Yeah. And then come
drink
back
that
and
the
you're
whole
fine.
day. You know, like yeah,
sounds
you're nice.
gross.
Shit. Gross, dude.
That's disgusting.
It's like back when they were telling you milk is like super good for you, and you low key don't need that shit
Yeah,
at all.
yeah,
You do not need that shit at all. You can get calcium other ways, better ways. You know
yeah.
what I mean?
You're just taking calcium
You
from
don't
another
need to
animal.
drink
yeah.
like a liter of milk a day or whatever
Yeah.
they were telling us
Yeah,
to drink. You know what I
which
mean?
is crazy,
Y'all
yeah.
remember like the milk program? Like they had like these programs in school.
Yeah,
where
yeah,
you
yeah.
would, like get like cartons of milk. Like they give like the whole class like cartons of milk
Yeah.
because you need to drink your milk
It's good for your bones.
every day.
the milk wrap.
It's just like, dude,
The milk wrap.
got milk,
Bullshit.
got milk.
But yeah, Cheese Whiz was one of them ones where I had it a couple times.
Yeah,
It felt like poison to me.
Yeah.
I stopped.
cheese whiz sandwich, bro.
Sunny D.
Oh
Sunny
yeah,
D,
man.
That was
D.
poison.
Yeah,
like old
I
school
can't
drinks,
like. I
bro.
think about the flavor now, and I'm like, how the fuck did I drink that? Like,
Yeah.
it just when I think about how it would
Yeah,
taste now,
yeah.
it's like gasoline or something.
Kool-Aid
You know what I mean? Like, yeah,
Jammers.
yeah,
Kool-Aid Jammers were a little bit watered down at least. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
yeah,
it was a good
yeah.
even. But with the Sunny D, you could it was just syrup.
yeah.
I was like
is
sugar,
Fruity. Remember that one
bro.
too?
A bottle of syrup.
Fruit. Those big bottle like fruit.
Oh, yeah.
like fruit with the E.
Fruity, yeah, I remember those.
That was just sugar,
People still
bro.
buy those, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
People buy those a lot, actually.
Yeah.
I see them getting picked up.
It's shit like that where it's like, imagine, like I read the nutrition facts now, you know, and just like
Yeah,
look
yeah,
at percentages and
same.
stuff. Like imagine knowing back then what those shits were, like the sodium content and
Yeah.
fucking like lunch Michelinas and stuff. Have you
Yeah.
ever looked? I look at
Bro.
those sometimes now. I'm like, holy fuck, man!
I see those a lot, even not even that long ago. Like
Yeah.
maybe like 5 years ago, I was eating like
and you're like
Michelinas.
eating it because it has like meat or whatever in
Every
it,
day,
and you're
Hungry
getting no
Man.
protein,
Hungry
and
Man
it's just
dinner.
like bare salt and like fat and
Yeah. I
What
never
is the
agreed with those.
saddest lunch that a kid would get back then.
Probably like a
Basic.
PB and J or
Like
something.
No,
PB&J.
bruh.
Bro, I feel like the saddest lunch, bro, was that Lunchables with the cracker,
No.
the fake
Lunchables
cheese,
is,
and the little
no,
ham, bro,
no,
and the
no.
little Kit Kat. You get
Bro,
the-
I love those.
The little-
When you
After
got-
school,
yeah.
watching the Weekenders, I'm here on my fucking couch. I'm just
Yeah.
But I feel like it was so sad though.
no.
But it's not even food, bro. You
I'll
get like
tell you.
Ritz crackers with fake cheese, bro.
I remember
and
seeing.
like a piece of ham.
I remember seeing kids, bare kids too, and I'm like, yo, you must be broke. But I remember seeing bare kids come to school or on the field trips, especially bread with butter,
Oh yeah.
oh, the
bread with sugar, butter and sugar,
Yeah. Damn,
yeah,
I forgot about
and
that.
a bottle of water from their parents. And I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
that's
But-
how you're living?
yeah, but yo, that could be some poverty stuff.
No.
No, you don't think so?
No, my mother, we were broke.
But you could at least
Butters, you can get peanut butter. You know what I
Bro,
mean?
that's
Like,
what I'm
yeah,
saying.
yeah,
There's
yeah.
no
you can
excuse.
get what was that cheap ass sandwich meat called? Buddings? Is that what I can't remember?
Buddings, like the really
Buddings,
cheap-
yeah.
cheap. Yeah, it's just
Like roast beef or whatever.
Yeah,
like
the
ham.
cheaper than like
yeah.
say Maple Leaf. or
Yeah,
whatever.
exactly. Yeah, like the cheap ass
I know
cold
what you're
cuts.
talking.
You
They
know?
still sell those now.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
now I know
They're
what
like
you're talking
Yeah.
$2 for like 5-6
Even
slices.
just even the shitty fucking just slices of meat that you get at No Frills. in the
Yeah,
little pack.
exactly. Yeah,
Just that bullshit.
Yeah.
Just throw that shit on
Throw
that
a
fucking
craft
sandwich.
single on there.
yeah.
And you're fine.
And some
I
margarine.
would have that
and
some
some
days.
margarine.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
Yeah, even a
mustard.
fucking no name cheese, the cheese slices, bro. Those are so cheap, bro.
Yeah. I'm seeing these kids come, not even a grilled cheese.
Yeah,
It's like butter. With
that's why,
sugar.
bro. Like, I don't care how much I
a
hate my
margarine-
kid, and how
margarine
much I like
sandwich.
hate my job, bro.
What a bottle of water.
I'm making my kid a grilled cheese sandwich in the fucking morning. You know what I
Easy.
mean? Like,
Margarine sandwich, bro.
Yeah, I've seen that so many times. I'm like, bro, this is not how you live. I don't care how broke
No,
you
there
are.
were
Yeah.
some
Your
kids-
parents need to toss some meat up in your meal.
yeah,
Were these like the
Pause.
white kids eating this or like
we didn't really have white kids.
We didn't have white kids. It was the brown kids. It was
Yeah.
the Asian
the
kids.
brown
some of
kids
the,
were getting that?
Some of the
You
some
mean
of the
their
black kids.
your parents weren't cooking them rice and chicken or something for breakfast?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Like
Some of them
leftovers from the day
had the meal.
before?
Some
Yeah.
of them had the dinner from last night as
yeah,
lunch
in the thermos or
the
whatever.
thermos.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
But I'm seeing a lot of them just with bread and butter and some sugar,
yeah.
just to make it a little tastier. And I'm like, there's no way that this is
Yeah.
what you're coming to school with. You're sending your child here like this. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it was ass. It was good. I've had it before.
Yeah, bread and butter is a
Bread and butter is a
great bread
staple.
and butter is
Basic.
Yeah.
Very good.
I mean,
But it's gotta be
I prefer
toasted.
toast. I prefer toast. And
These,
toast
you guys
doesn't
are coming
care.
untoasted
Bread
bread
and butter?
I'm still, you can see the butter on the shit because it's untoasted. And I'm
You
like,
know that sound that
that's
bread
gross.
makes, regular bread when
Yeah.
you just
Yeah.
fucking
And it's stuck to the roof of your mouth.
That's like a PB and J. I haven't had
man.
PB and J in a hot minute.
Bro, I have PB and J's now. I have a big ass tub of.
I think I probably have more.
butter.
Yeah, PB and J's. I didn't really do
As an adult.
the jelly. Like I didn't do the combo as a kid. As an adult, now I do the
Yeah, I do
I do the
both.
combo
Haven't
a
had
lot.
one in
Like
a
I
long
appreciate
time.
I
that.
got the spoon and I got the knife.
I'll
do
put a
make some
banana in
fire
there
grilled
sometimes.
cheese,
You know.
though. I make
Oh.
some fire grilled cheese with the sourdough bread, and you get some bacon on there, and you get some jalapenos in there.
Yeah, a good grilled cheese, bro.
A good grilled cheese will change you, bro.
Yeah.
You'll be making grilled cheese for a week or two just because you
Yeah,
just made that one good
yeah,
one.
yeah.
And you're like, yo, I need to have these every
It just
day.
crisp. It just crisp. It's just right. Like nothing burned.
Yeah.
The butter and the cheese just
You
kind of
know,
like.
you know what I never agreed with though, and I've tried it. I've never fully agreed with the mayonnaise as the.
The outside.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
the-
I've
Oh
been-
yeah, I haven't
I
done
do
that.
that.
Yeah.
You do that?
I never used to do that, but I do that recently. 'cause
It makes
it's better.
It's a better texture, but the taste, I don't like it.
What? It's better.
It makes it a lot
So
crispier.
it does because it's not even just the flavor of the mayo. From what I understand, the burning point of mayo is better. So like you get this like
It's beautiful. It's
it
golden
toasts it nicer.
Yeah.
and even.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's just because of the burning point of mayo is different.
Yeah,
than,
that I like. I agree
than
with that.
margarine and definitely
Yeah.
better than butter.
Yeah.
Butter's probably the worst thing.
Yeah.
It's like real butter.
Yeah.
I'll be using butter or
Use
margarine.
real butter?
or margarine.
I used to use margarine,
Yeah.
but now I use mayo,
Yeah,
low fat mayo.
Yeah,
But
that's the thing with butter is you can't
It's
get
good.
the pan too hot,
Yeah,
right?
but that's
Or
how
it starts
that's how I know I'm
foaming
a
up,
pro
yeah.
because I be out here making my grilled cheeses.
Well, the trick to grilled cheese is not to make the pan too hot. You have
Yeah, you
actually
gotta keep it low.
Yeah.
You gotta keep it medium low.
I keep it around.
You the lo-
3, 4.
It should take a while. Like the longer you toast it, the better. It'll
Yeah.
be. Yeah.
Shit, I might have to make grilled cheese.
But
When
yeah,
the cheese isn't like it's not melted, like it's still together, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
melt.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's
like
still
yeah.
gooey though.
Yeah,
It's-
yeah,
ugh,
yeah.
Wet.
Yeah. But anyways, shitty lunches for kids. I mean, most kids had shitty lunches.
Yeah. Like we weren't hitting our balance, we weren't hitting our macros and shit. You know what I mean? Like,
You know what? The Asian kids in my school got good lunches. I feel like they got the best lunches.
Yeah, the
They
Asian
would
kids,
get like actual like food.
yeah.
Yeah.
They'd get like with nutrients, rice and chicken and,
Yeah. Yeah.
and leftover whatever and yeah, pork and
Yeah. I guess that's kind of like they did. That's how
real food.
That's what they did in
Yeah.
in
everyone
China.
else
Like
is
growing
getting
up.
Lunchables,
Yeah.
crappy ass sandwiches, fucking just like frozen pizza, like mini pizzas, frozen. Whip that in the microwave.
Those are
Type
good,
shit.
though.
Yeah.
I know.
Pizza
I know.
bagels,
Yeah.
bro.
Pizza
Pizza
bagels.
pops.
Like,
Little
Giuseppe-
mini pizzas or something.
Giuseppe pizzas or whatever they're
Oh
called.
shit!
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
those are so fucking good though.
Dr. Oetker.
Yeah.
My mom though, I'm not gonna lie, my mom, she really put into work for the lunches, and I barely ate them
Yeah.
because I'm just like, bro, can you just give me some good shit? Like,
Yeah.
But she'd give me the sandwich, with the cold cuts and whatnot.
Yeah.
A good proper sandwich, lettuce, mayo and all that cheese, da 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 da. And then I have the fruit with some yogurt, a granola
Yeah,
bar.
yeah.
I had it all set up. And at lunch, I'm like, bro, can I just get some pizza?
Toss it.
Yeah. I be
Yeah.
trading. I was at lunch just trading. I'm like, yo, what, you want the sandwich for this? Yo, give me this, give me that. That's what I liked as well, just about those days being able to trade.
Yeah.
Was great.
Yeah, you always get the
I got
the
put onto
snacks,
so much different
trade
stuff.
the snacks.
Yeah. So good. So good.
Some good snacks. Dunkaroos. Welch's.
Yeah. Do you think
Fruit by the foot.
do you think parents these days are
Scooby
a bit
snacks.
healthier?
I think kids are,
I think so, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like they might still give in to the kids in terms of like snacks and stuff, but I don't know. Yeah, like I think with like my nephews, like they, their
feel
palates are pretty shitty still.
Yeah?
I feel like
I
with
feel
kids,
like,
I think with kids, it's like their palates aren't refined too. So you can't like give them
yeah.
like good shit sometimes.
you guys go to the grocery store, like I don't know. Maybe it's just I'm just like maybe it's not true. But I feel like the lunch, like childhood lunch snack section of the grocery store is way smaller
Yeah,
than it used to be.
yeah.
Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just as a kid my brain as a kid thought
Yeah.
it was bigger than it really was. But I feel like there's like way less options. You know what I mean? Like you go there, you go to Walmart or wherever, and it's just like, or No Frills, it's just like they just got a couple things. Like it's just fruit by the foot. And like that's it. And like they got maybe like some of those like those fruit flavored snacks, like the Scooby ones, and
Yeah,
that's it, maybe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They got like Frozen now or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's all they got, I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't, again, me being an adult now, I don't even look at these kids shit. Anymore,
Yeah.
'cause I'm just
You know,
like,
and
oh,
they
good
got the
for me.
cookies like Bear Paws or whatever.
Bear paws.
Bear paws are good, bro.
Bear paws
Those
are
were
good.
around when we were younger.
Yeah.
They're not.
Were
too
they?
new.
I never had them when I was younger. I had them. I
I
had them like
I
in high
feel like
school.
I feel like they might have been, but I never had them.
No,
as a
we
kid.
had Bears Teddy Grams.
Yes.
Teddy Grams.
Yeah. Those are
Grams are
fire.
still around.
Yeah.
Those are fire.
Teddy Grams are still around. Christie. Those are made by Christie, like
Yeah.
Oreo. Oreo company. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like, I think parents are probably still giving kids similar things like chips and stuff. But I feel like maybe it's better.
I feel like it's a little bit healthier.
Yeah.
They have like all the alternatives now.
Yeah, they're giving them like
Yeah.
organic stuff.
Yeah, so they can feel a little bit better, but it's
Or
still
even
a
just
shit.
like, Oreo thins, shit like that,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're right.
yeah.
Yeah,
25% less sugar shit. Like it's just little things like that, even that they don't know that they're missing on the cocaine shit that we used to have. Like it's still good to them. It's just like we know the difference. And even that, like
The best ones were the fucking the little Debbie shit. So like the
Oh, yeah.
Swiss rolls, the
yeah,
Twinkies,
zebra cakes.
the zebra cakes, the fucking Joe Louis or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Joe Louis, bro. Those were crazy. You know, these shitty part of those things would get crushed in your fucking bag, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't even mind it. I'm here picking it. I'm like,
They're
Yeah,
like smush, bro.
yeah.
Smush. Yeah, it was a smush Joe Louis. I'll trade it for fucking like
you can trade for some shit.
Dunkaroo
Yeah.
or something like that.
What type of parent are you gonna be?
I'd like to say I would be a healthier parent, but I feel like a lot of parents just give up because
Yeah.
I think every parent thinks they're going to be like that, and then their kid becomes a picky fuck.
Yeah.
Or
yeah,
not
yeah.
even that. Actually, I think what happens
And it's
even
just pure laziness.
I think that happens, but it's
Yeah,
also
yeah.
not even that. You start looking at the prices of shit. You're like,
That too.
I could give you some
healthy
Doritos.
shit. Yeah, healthy shit is gonna cost you like at least 2-3 times much. Is just
Or I could get you some Doritos. Bro.
Yeah.
Like
It's facts.
Yeah. I eat Doritos. I'm fine. You'll
Are
be
you?
fine too. I don't know.
That's funny. Yeah.
That
No, I
fucking
think.
show.
Okay,
Fuck is this?
you see a guy ripped as we're talking about this shit.
Fuck is this?
But no, I feel like I'll try my best to be one of the healthier ones. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna give my kid that good shit when I can. You know.
Yeah.
When they're good. You know.
Yeah, if you treat it as like a reward thing, maybe that's something that they take.
But that
for
also
granted.
might backfire.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's the
I
problem.
like-
You can't be like only on special occasions or whatever. It's
Yeah.
gotta be a
What's your
balance.
opinion on giving kids fast food? Like early on, you know.
I would wait
I would too.
I'd
I
wait.
think I'd say I'd wait.
until they're. I'm gonna say honestly until they're like 5, 6.
When they start actually knowing the difference between,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like, because my parents used to.
I'm not giving a
just save
3-year-old
the
chicken
save the
McNuggets.
McDonald's toys and like make a burger and like
The
put it in
toys
the
are not a
bag, you
thing
know?
anymore, really. Are
Yeah.
they? Not really.
A little bit, but not really. But they have different toys. They have books and shit.
The,
now.
Yeah.
the thing is that
kinda losing
McDonald's
shit.
dropped all that kid stuff.
It's kind of like the Kinder Surprise thing where the toys aren't as like cool.
Yeah,
They're just like
anymore.
a very like one thing that they do
McDonald's
or whatever.
dropped the whole marketing the kids thing, so I think maybe the current generation might not be as hooked on McDonald's. I think like when we were kids, like it was so like kids like play place. And,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
fucking-
yeah.
There's no play places anymore. They got rid of most of them. Play place and all the characters and the birthday parties that you'd go to as a kid and
Yeah, facts.
You know,
yeah,
and
there's no more
toys.
Grimace and
yeah,
Hamburglar.
the commercials that
Yeah.
you'd see with the toys. They don't. It's all gone. It's all X. They all X that shit because they got too much flack about obesity.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think maybe nowadays kids are not as like into that shit. But I mean, it's still like addicting food. So
Yeah.
giving them at a young age is not a good idea because they'll get addicted to like unhealthy food right away. And then your kid's just gonna want McNuggets every day.
Yeah.
Because of course they're gonna want McNuggets.
But then I don't want to
Fucking
raise a kid
McNuggets.
who's like, oh, you eat McNuggets? Do you know what that is? Like, I don't
I'll
want
stop
those
the
like,
shit out of you.
Yeah,
These are
you don't want a
McNuggets.
pretentious
Yeah.
ass kid too.
Yeah. Who's
Yeah.
preaching to fucking
Like
kids
you
like,
raised your kid as a vegan or
yeah,
something.
you put that in your body?
Yeah, bitch. In grade 1.
Yeah, I want my kid to be the kid that brings McDonald's to school.
Yeah.
And all the
Yeah.
other kids
Yeah.
look at him like, yo, this guy got McDonald's.
That's lucky.
This guy got McDonald's for
Because
lunch.
VIP status.
It is VIP.
It's like bringing bottles out.
Yeah.
the kid that brings McDonald's to school.
Or you know those
is
days
lit.
you were sick and you came back to school
Yeah,
on lunch
yeah,
with the
yeah.
McDonald's.
Yeah,
Yeah, the mom should come with the sparklers and the fucking the
Yeah.
sign.
It's actually sick. Every kid
That's
was so
jokes.
sick when they got McDonald's.
Yeah, we got to wrap up the pod
Yeah,
here.
Yeah.
Thanks once again, guys, for checking it out. 108. Make sure you guys check out all the socials and everything. I appreciate you guys for showing love and bringing us back into your lives after our absence. And yeah, make sure you are rating the podcast on whatever streaming services you are listening to this to. Make sure you're liking the video as well. And I think that's it for today.
And remember.
It's an evil world we live.
Oh, you let go of it too early, didn't you?
What?
It's an evil world we live in.
There you go.
Facts. And shout out Janelle Monet's tits.
Woo!
And Ice Spice's mom.
And yeah, her mom.
108.
And the fake AI Twitter.
Damn.